That don't even help.
Hey.
What don't help?
I had my glasses on. I was like, yeah, the words look like the same.
I need to turn the microphone off.
Okay. I just got the notification on YouTube. That
Oh,
we're
somebody's notifications work because the show ain't mine. Yes, I'm bitter. I'm bitter and what?
That means you're gonna have to promote yourself. You have to promote yourself.
Oh, Chloe, what did you just do? Because I saw your lips moving, but I didn't hear you.
Who, me or Chloe?
Chloe,
Mm,
say something, Chloe. No, we don't hear you.
We
Fix
don't
your.
hear you.
No, no, no.
We
We
don't
don't
hear
hear you.
you.
I hope she heard us or got caught on.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
we.
yes, we can hear you now.
All right, ladies, we are here.
I feel like we need to be playing Ti. Let them know. And you from ATL? Let them know.
Okay.
I don't
Let
know. Doggone
us
copyright.
All right, ladies. All right, ladies, y'all ready?
we
Mm-hmm.
ready.
Stay ready.
So somebody's gonna have to actually help me monitor the chat because it's gonna be
Okay.
hard for me to monitor chat and keep going. So I need everybody to do a mic check, make sure that everybody can be heard on YouTube. Can everybody hear
That's
everyone?
us.
My check. Can you guys hear us?
Now I'm on studio chat. I don't see anyone yet.
All right, y'all. So I guess we'll first start off with introductions. Tonight I am your host. The name of our podcast is The Seasoned Sisters. We are all over the age of 50 years old. We are all YouTube influencers. We have Kaylani, that's who has the blonde hair. We have Kimberly Bonet with the flower in her head. And my name is Chloe Barksdale. I am the 55-year-old Ninja Turtle grandma.
You forgot bow-legged sugar.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am the 55-year-old bow-legged Ninja Turtle grandma.
And let me tell you why I had to throw bow-legged in there, girl. It's a wonder I don't have sclerosis trying to walk bow-legged. Because once upon a time, that was the thing.
Yes.
Trying to walk
Yes.
on the outside of my shoes and everything. I couldn't stand a bow-legged heifer who had it naturally.
Right. Right. Wow. Trying to put
Sorry,
on
I
this.
interrupted your intro.
You know
Let me
what?
know.
You know what? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off. We're gonna let you guys actually introduce yourself and let them know what your channel is.
Go ahead, Kevin. You at the top.
Oh, I was going to say go in order, but all right. I am Kimberly Bonet. It's your favorite classmate here. And that's about it for me.
What's your channel about?
I hope it's right up there. You just take off the cash and the four, and it's Kimberly Bonet.
I, me, she, her. I am Kaylani. I'm Kaylani on all platforms. My channel consists of lifestyle, fashion, uh, my 2 cents, and all of the things.
Make it fun.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm 54 years old.
Woo-hoo.
Kimberly?
I am actually a grandmother. While they laughing and talking about granny, I don't go
Me
by
too.
granny
Times
or
three.
Mima. I'm actually Mimi to a wonderful. She just turned 8 years old. Is she a Virgo? Is it August 21st? Is that a Virgo?
I think that's the plus.
Because I don't know the signs. Oh no, not us lost the host. All right, time to act a fool then. Here we go.
Oh, there
Oh,
she go.
girl, because we about to turn it up.
Come to your house.
Your volume is very low though, Chloe.
Yes.
Now it's gone.
My volume is low.
There you
Okay,
go.
yeah.
Turn
It's
it up.
almost kind of like you're underwater a little bit, like it's
Yes.
mic is covered.
There you
Okay.
turn
It's
it up. I'm thinking you have on multiple devices or something. You
yes,
know,
that's
you
what
get
it
that
sounds like.
odd echo kind of. That's what it sounds like. That's what it's giving. I heard your
How
huh.
about now? How
That's
about
better.
now?
It's not good, but it's better. You're just gonna have to
Oh,
project.
okay, I don't like that.
She said she don't like that. Is that it?
Why would
I've
I
been
have
working
I
to?
with
heard
America
I
Touring
heard
all
it.
day. I've been projecting all day.
Okay, so I look. It doesn't
How
look
about this? Is
as
this better?
white.
Is that
Yeah,
better?
Yes, a lot.
yes, much,
Yeah,
much. There we go. That was the issue.
yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all. So let's. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let's get to it.
Yes, indeed.
So the first question I have for you guys is, what? No, let's back it up. Hey, Lonnie, do you have on a full bathing suit or a bikini?
I got on a bikini top. I got on a bikini top. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Kimberly Bonet.
I'm actually not wearing mine because all of the bikinis I have are for the body I had. I ain't got that body no more. I don't. I'm a realistic heifer. I ain't got that body no more. So when I went to put it on, of course I got the girls in the front. I ain't mad about it. But where I get these girls on the side from, I do not know. So when it was squeezing and showing my side titties that I did not sign up for, I said, "Oh no, no, heifer, we ain't finna wear that." So I wore this instead. I'm, I'm being honest. Sometimes we gain weight.
It's
Listen,
so cute,
if you see
friend.
any of my vlogs, baby, you have seen me stuffing my face with French fries. She been on the go. Last couple of weeks, I've been back at work, treating my body very bad. So I need to get back on it. But for now, we looking like this.
Mm.
How about yourself? What you got on, sister girl?
Oh, you already know how I'm going. You already know how I'm coming. You already know how I'm coming. And until 2 years ago, you wouldn't catch me dead in a bikini. You would not catch me dead in a bikini. Um, but when when my mom passed away, I was like, I'm just going to live my life. And Deidre is my play sister is the one who really just encouraged me to say she's never had anything but a bikini. And whenever I went to Florida and was on the beach, I saw all shapes, sizes, and everything. And so I said at that point, I was going to start wearing a bikini. We went to Ross and I bought a bikini. That year, I think I probably bought 15 bikinis.
You just went for the rainbow, then some.
Hmm.
What do you say, Kimberly?
You just bought all the colors in the rainbow and then
I
some. Is
sure
that it?
did. I sure did. I bought some that I can't wear that I swear I want to get into. And then I bought some that I do wear. But I will say that for me, it was very empowering to
Yes.
not give a damn about what anybody thought.
You know where my aha moment came from? I was in Jamaica actually. I think it was my first trip to Jamaica. It was some years ago, way before the movie Norbit even came out. And I'm on the beach and I'm like, is that a messed up and got on a nude beach? Is that what's going on? When I tell you, it wasn't us. Black women were still being very modest. There's a stereotype of us that I don't quite understand. 'Cause for the most part, we're pretty modest. I went to a school that had a mix of black and white. And when I tell you the white girls were doing fellatio and all of that, like to the point that I was like, oh yeah, fellatio. Let me get my dictionary because what does that mean? I had to look it up. I didn't know what they were talking about because they were still virgins if they either did that or they did it anally. Kid you not. That's how they were talking. That's how they were coming. Whereas black girls were like, we would never. That was it. And so, anyway, going back to Jamaica, when I was on the beach there were all kinds of accents, all kinds of languages. Everybody goes to Jamaica, I guess. And the reason I thought I was on a nude beach was because some of the women had what we used to call scoop up fat, where you had to scoop the belly up to see the. And so until they walked, and I could see the bikini in the back, I didn't even know they had one. And I thought I was on a nude beach. I was like, this couple walking around naked. I didn't, what are we doing here? And then when I saw Norbit, it was funny because I think there's a part in the movie, they're at a water park. And they said, you have to have bikini bottoms. And she lifts her belly up and she's like, yeah, I'm wearing bottoms or something. It always reminds me of Norbit. So, yeah, that in Jamaica, I was like, we balls to the wall. Because once I had a child, my body changed. I developed a stretch marks. Actually, once I grew a breast, even long before I had a child, I developed a stretch mark and I would feel insecure about it. But now it's like, hey, it is what it is. I got it. Like Cat Williams said, you get it because you either was big and you got small, or you were small and you got big. That's just how that works. Many men have them, and I never see them cover them up.
Well, let me
Sorry,
ask you. No, you're good. And here's the thing. How about I have never seen Norbit? I have never seen that movie. I've seen.
If you want some lowbrow laughter, that's it.
Mhm.
It's
I've
real
never,
lowbrow.
I've never seen the movie. I've seen, of course, bits and pieces and snippets, but I have never seen the movie. That's another thing that.
No, I chuckle because I'm like, I haven't either.
Oh, you
Oh,
haven't seen the Kaylani?
I heard and I know who this is, but I have never sat down and watched
I'm gonna
it.
tell you, the movie that'll get my black card taken that I've never seen.
Malcolm X.
I've never seen Wakanda Forever. Black Panther. I've never seen the whole movie. I know. They're gonna take my black card for that. I know. Here.
I see mine too. At least you watched the bits and pieces. I haven't watched it all. And
Okay, that's all I've seen is I'm like, it's just not my genre, I think.
yeah.
Both of you.
You look
Both
like
of you. So let me ask you this: what is acting your age? What do you consider what do you consider acting your age? Kaylani. At your beautiful age of 53, what do you consider acting your age?
I think that's something society made up. Because what does that even look like? First of all, I only been 54 2 months. I don't I so
I forgot you are 54
yeah,
now.
I'm kind of new to the 54s. I don't know what the 54-year-old does. I'm new to it. I'm gonna do what I want to do when I feel like doing it. Long as I ain't bothering nobody, I ain't hurting nobody, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Girl, they get on my nerves with that whole you too old for this, you too old for that. What? My mama didn't your mama like that dude that was on your video that I want to snatch life from, bruh.
What, talking about what his grandmother wouldn't do, and
Yeah, you don't know what your grandma would do.
what my
Your
mother
grandma,
would
your
do.
grandma came from the place where we didn't let each other know what we did back then. Like when we were growing up, we didn't let everybody know that we was nasty. We didn't let them know. Only person that knew this who we was sleeping with. Nobody
Right.
else knew.
Right.
Nobody else knew. She came from that era.
Here's the
We
thing:
ain't her.
Your grandfather would not talk to women the way that you talk to women. Your
Exactly.
grandfather would not say the things that you have said because he has his own podcast and he was on Kendra G's. Your grandfather would not be so disrespectful and say the things that you say to women. So why is your what you do any different than what I do? We're in a totally different time and era from our parents and our grandparents. So why is it that when someone wants to put you in your place, they revert to that, especially at our seasoned age? You better pray that you get to be our seasoned age because I buried 7 people in the last 10 months
Hold
between the
on,
ages of
hold on.
43 between the ages of 43 and 58.
Are you telling me that the person who said that isn't in our age group?
I'm not sure how old he is. I just do know that he has
Yes.
3 kids with 3 baby mamas and has a felony.
Raise your hand if you got a felony too.
I don't see how he thought saying what he said was better than what he was talking about. Like you think that that's cute that you are coming down on a woman and you're a man that you saying those things like what? That's almost like me. My son would never get online and disrespect a woman by
Mm-mm.
saying the ugly shit you said
Ooh,
for likes and views. I
excuse
wish
me.
he was on here so I could ask.
Not my rice
Because you
roll.
know what, he would take over the whole show. Okay, but let me say this:
No, he
becoming
wasn't because you can mute his ass.
hold on, becoming Christina Butterfly. I'm gonna tell you, sis, I don't have an issue with it. People have felonies for different reasons. If you have a felony because you killed somebody or you
What
you
you
bust
kill him
people,
for? That's what I want to
you
know.
bust people, and that's another thing. You bust people in the head, and you rob them. If you got a felony because you're a child molester, if you got a felony because there's so many different reasons why you can have a felony. But at the same time, don't throw rocks and hide your hands because none of us are perfect. So you can't pick and choose what is what's important and what's not. I mean, if I be honest, 90% of the men I have dated have felonies. So,
Oh, that's good.
Well,
Just
just
90.
so
I
you
love
know,
huh?
when you asked the question, I got quiet because Kay don't have a criminal record, but who I used to be,
it.
my,
Yeah, yeah. Might have done criminal activity, but at least I never got caught. You know, that's my bragging point.
Okay,
Mhm.
so
I'm about
whenever
to
you
say,
turn,
of course he's a
wh-
felon.
okay, ladies, when you turn 50, did you feel different?
Oh, baby, I felt different at about 44.
What
44
difference?
was good.
What differences did you feel?
I had to think to myself, all right, Kimberly, you finna get up out the bed. You're gonna put this foot down. You're gonna things started feeling differently that way. But let me tell you this, and this is the God's honest truth. I started walking more and working out more just this past summer. I got up one day and I was like, wait, something is weird. What? I literally looked back at my bed and I said, oh, I feel like I'm 30 some odd again, or you know what I mean? So that's when I realized I'm not moving it like I need to. That made the difference. But no, being 50 itself didn't make a difference. I don't feel that difference just yet. And I'm not going to pretend I do. When you asked, what is acting your age feel like, first of all, like I always think of dances and going to places and doing different things. I'm not sure what acting my age is. Acting my age is when I feel good. If I feel good enough to get up and move, I'm doing it. If I feel like sitting still, I'm doing that. But I've been doing that for a good long minute. So I don't know what acting my age is. I've really sat here. I was like, oh, I'm glad she asked me first because I'm not sure I know what acting my age is. My age is how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't finna put
Agreed.
no, you ain't finna put baby in a corner and put me in no box and tell me what I can and can't do. You're not finna do it. Because when I get ready to pay this rent on the first, my it's only coming out of my bank account. That's it. That's all.
There you
And
go.
Esther, you said, what do I feel like? Did I feel different when I turned 50? The only thing I felt when I turned 50 is why people kept asking me, how does it feel to be
To
50? I
turn
don't
50.
know. I ain't been 50 that long. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this thing out. I'm trying to figure out what y'all felt. Because I felt the same.
I'm gonna tell you, the age that felt different for me was really also getting into my mid 30s because I was like, I don't think I've because back then there had what was that book, A Purpose Driven Life, and you felt
Mhm.
like you had to live a purpose and do all the things. And I was like, I am officially living longer than Jesus lived. I remember thinking that, like that really disturbed me. Because what, Jesus lived to be what, 33?
Mhm.
And once I turned 34, 35, and so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm older than Jesus. And I don't know that I'm living a purpose driven life. And for a little while, I tried to be super good and all the things. I even put down my wine bottle, and y'all, that's saying something. That is saying something for me. But I have since picked it back up and moved on from there. But I just remember that being the age where I felt different. That and that day that I got out of bed at 40 something and things were moving like they used to. But other than that, no, I haven't felt a lot of differences.
My thing is that you are as old as you feel, and you are as old as you act. It's so funny because you'll see these 80 and 90-year-old women that are on,
Yeah.
social media, and they're doing their thing, they're dancing, they got the makeup on, they're going out, they're looking good, and they're hyped up. But in our age range, it's almost like it's just used as a dagger to try and put you in your place. And it's not just by the younger people, it's by our peers, and it is especially by men. And it's by men who are the same age as us, maybe a little younger, and some even older. And it's just something I just don't understand. I don't understand.
I do.
Tell me what it is.
It's kind of twofold. Here's what I've noticed to be true. I'm going to use children as an example because I'm a teacher. But I've seen children who are not as melanated as us. They'll have their hair dyed Kool-Aid red, blueberry blue, different colors like that. If they're not melanated, it's artistic. When they're black, it's ghetto. Why would her mother send her in them ghetto braids and colors? Fast forward to what you're saying in terms of the age. I've seen white women who are old and they're like, oh my gosh, she looks so good. Don't care nothing about a beat. She all off beat, but she move and dance and whatever. Oh, she looks great. She looks good. I've seen women of color do it and it's ghetto. Girl, your time is up. It's over with. It's. So I think different things are assigned to different races. We don't get to be all the wonderful things. I'll never forget one of my coworkers asked me um, about an offensive term. She was like, I heard someone say something about being white girl wasted. And that is just so, like, why would you say white girl wasted? What does that mean, even? And I said, white girl wasted means you get to get drunk. You have not a care in the world. And when you wake up, you probably gonna wake up in your own bed. Whereas if you're black, if you're out in the world and you're getting drunk and things like that, if the cops get a hold to you, best believe you're about to get you three hots in the cot, but you're not waking up in your own bed. Like it's just a difference. And once I explained it to her that way, she became very humble. But yeah, I personally think it's a racial divide.
So do you think that we do it more to, because we don't know, because only, well, I don't know, because the only people I deal with is my race. Only man that I will date is my race, which it seems like more and more I it's to my detriment for me to love black men as much as I do. But do I often think that sometimes, because we are not within that circle, we assume that they don't go through the same thing that we do. But it's just that
You know,
peer to peer, um because white people can be very, very mean. They can be very mean towards each other. um but I think we're just seeing peer to peer. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember whenever we were younger, us talking to our elders the way that people talk to their elders now. I don't
No,
remember.
no, because we still here. We here now. We wouldn't be here if we did.
Exactly.
What? No.
What the neighbor can snatch you up if they caught you doing something.
Right. But then I also think
They
that
never gave you permission.
social media gives people a certain level of power that they, because all the things that was said on my Instagram and all of that, I can almost, no, ain't no almost, I can guarantee you that if I was standing face to face
Never.
with those people, now
Never.
they might look like, or they may whisper, but not one time would they feel so emboldened to come and say something like that to my face. And social media has really made people, it showed the evil and dark and black side of people,
It
and
shows who they really are.
it shows who they really are.
It shows who they really are. And I wouldn't say that it gives them power, because that's not power because you can get behind a screen and say what you want to. That's a coward. That's a coward. That ain't no power. There ain't no power. Because power is somebody that's going to come through and say something that's going to uplift you, not tear you down because you don't understand. You don't understand why she's brave at 55 to get on the screen. You don't understand. You couldn't do it, and you mad because she can and will and did.
Big mad.
Bastard. Oh. Still mad.
So are the people who are in their 40s, their 50s, and their 60s who listen to Cardi B, Sexy Red, are they acting their age?
You know, messed up now because I don't much know what they sing. I'm still going back to my 90s music. I love it. Cardi B did have a song, Be Careful With Me, that I loved.
Oh, girl, I love that song. That was my theme song.
Yeah, I might know
Never heard.
3 or 4 Cardi B songs. Be Careful With Me was not one of her most popular songs, but to me, it was her biggest hit. It was better than
I'm not going to listen to it.
It was one of her bigger hits.
Oh, it was? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
it was one of her big hits because it came out whenever her and Offset was going through some things.
I don't think I ever heard it on the radio.
That was, oh yes, it was all on the radio. That was that was a black woman's theme song for a while.
Hey.
I know men hated to hear that song come on.
Plus, it had a little bit of a different, like, Caribbean beat or something. You're going to hook me with that right there.
Girl, it was the
Oh,
worst.
yeah. What's the name of it again?
Be careful with me.
Careful with me.
Hmm.
And Chris Brown is so Chris Brown is how old is he? Chris Brown is still in his 30s, right?
Don't make me laugh.
I think Chris Brown is still in his 30s. So if he's still in his 30s, if you're in your 50s and 60s listening to Chris Brown, are you acting your age?
Yep.
Chris Brown is 37 years old.
I can't tell you a Chris Brown hit.
So
He could be 27.
So should have
He could be 19. If his music good, he put it out for people to listen to. It ain't no age if you don't cut off on age.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the example that I'm saying is that you put on us that we are old. We're too old for this. We're too old for that. We need to act our age. But you're 60-year-old and you're listening to Cardi B. You guys don't hear all of Cardi B songs, and you darn sure don't hear Sexy Red songs. But there are plenty of 50-something-year-olds that are rapping Sexy Red songs and rapping. I can't think because I'm like you, Kimberly. I listen to old school. I listen to the 90s, the 80s, 90s, and
I was about to say, can one of you tell me a Sexy Red hit? I don't know it. I've heard the name.
It's because I'm out. Other than that, I'm late to all the songs. I'm late to all this. Either I heard it on social media, a snippet, or I'm out because I'm.
You know You talked about Chris Brown's age. Usher had a skincare video. I don't know if it was Esquire or who had it, but it was on YouTube. And I was like, Usher, 40 something years old? I didn't even know Usher was that old.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Usher is much older than Chris Brown, right? I only know that because of the recent controversy in terms of the girl who got on stage and she was kind of like, I don't want Usher to touch me because she wanted Chris Brown.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't think I knew Usher. I didn't know Usher was in his 40s. In my mind, because I still remember USHERRA. He was a kid to me then, so he has. I don't know how old I thought he was, but I did not think he was. You could get it age because there are women my age saying, "Oh, Usher can get it." I was like, that little boy. I looked him up. I'm like, he might be 46. He might be good in 40. That was a shocker.
I
So
think
I'm behind on everything, and I don't know one sexy red song.
Trust me, honey, you don't want to know any of the Sexy Red
What
songs.
is she the one that's talking about looting and stealing?
No,
That's
that's Young Miami, and that's another one. That's another one.
that's the
A
one
lot
that
of
was dating
a
Diddy,
lot of
right?
yeah, a lot of the I hear a lot of the women whenever Young Miami spin that when that comes on,
That's the
here it
song.
is. You're in your 50s, you're in your late 40s, you're in your 60s. But when that song comes on, you're singing that song. So um should the younger people say, "Grandma, sit down"? Should the younger people say that you're
say
not
it.
acting your
Say,
age?
say it. I want you to say it. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me to sit down. I'm begging you. I promise you, you're gonna need therapy afterward, physical and mental.
It's
You're gonna
not
say
cool.
the child's play since
So
I'm
going
grandma.
so going back to the bathing suit situation, Holly Berry, Lisa Ray.
Nene,
Beautiful.
Nene Leakes just got off the camera with a see-through outfit on. I don't even think she had a swimsuit on under it, but go ahead.
Angela Bassett. Does a woman's size also play in?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Fisher. Because
No, that's it. That's what I was about
there's
to ask.
ageism,
Does
there's
a woman's
racism,
size?
sizeism. There is so much already built in against us that it's ridiculous. Yeah, size definitely matters. And it
I,
matters for me and too in a different way, but what?
and so I think that whenever I posted that video, if I had the body of the Instagram models, if I had, then it would be you go girl.
You
The
could have
men,
been a fitness model.
right? The men would definitely have a totally different perspective because if the women were hating, the men would be taking up for it if I was more appealing to them body wise. Because whenever Angela Bassett puts on a bikini, when Holly Berry puts on a bikini, when Delicious puts on a bikini,
Hold on, wait, stop. Delicious can't be the flavor of love girl.
yeah,
She
Yeah,
sings.
she what?
She sings. She's a singer, a
No,
rapper.
she sing.
no.
She can sing. She can sing.
Oh, but that's
Yes,
not what I know. That's what I know her for.
right.
That's
What do
not
you
what I know
know?
her for.
What do you know her for? Because I just know her for Flavor of Love.
That's what I know from Flavor of
Oh,
Love, from Flavor of Love and marrying men who have money. So
married. Okay, I'm learning.
I think that, and here's the thing is that too often, you hear men say that they want a natural woman. They don't like a woman who
I don't
has
know what that is.
who's
That's so
sexual.
cute.
They don't like a woman who has all these enhancements, who's had her butt done, her breast done, who wears the long eyelashes, who wears the weave and all this other stuff. But whenever you get a natural woman, then she's ridiculed. And at the age of 56 years old, yeah, there are people who are in shape. There are people who still have because this is what I saw a lot um on the post before I stopped watching it, I saw women who were saying, "Well, I'm 61 years old and I'm in shape, and you don't have to let yourself go." And that was another repeated thing, is that
Pick me.
I'm 56, but I've let myself go. But these same women don't think about the fact that you have menopause, you have stresses, you don't know what my life is like, you don't know what my history is like, you don't know that X amount of years ago I was at 230 pounds and now I'm at 196. So that's something that I feel like I should be proud of. But then you got people who don't know me who are beating me down. And then you have men who come on, and men have also said, well, my wife is the same age as you, but my wife is this, this, and this, and this, and this. Why
Who
do people? Go ahead, Kate.
No, I was like, you were saying what you were saying, and in my response, my menopause response was like, who asked you about your wife? Who asked you?
And not only that, I don't know what your wife looked like. A lot of the people that's commenting, I don't even know what the hell you look like. But you have so much to say. So I'm like,
Here's the deal. You're never going to make everybody happy. Somebody gonna always have something to say, and it's always the insecure or the one that was picked on when they was younger and all of the things, and now they feel like they somebody because they got a voice or think they have a voice through social media. But I'm here to tell you, if you're watching, you haters, fuck you.
Oh, for the people in the back.
Not there.
let me give you these statistics as far as men are concerned, because men are always quick to say that a lot of men nowadays say they want a younger woman. Women their
Yes,
age are
yes.
old and washed up. um it's just
Smart.
it's mind blowing that you want a younger woman, but here you go. Men 50-59 are 24 to 36% chance of being impotent. Now we are 56. I mean, I'm 56. Kay, you're the age you are. Kay, you're 55. Kimberly, you're the age that you are. So let's say
54.
I'm 54. I'm sorry, 54. You'll be 55 next June. Um, so
50. That's why I just said 50.
Here.
okay, so let me ask you this, Kimberly. What is your dating range?
That's a tough question because here's my problem. I have a hard time getting approached by men my age. They're not they're not stepping up. I have always had a hard time getting approached by the men I want to be approached by. So I be thinking I'm low key, but it's probably high key. I'm a high key nerd. And so even when I was in high school, I always liked the nerdy guys. Nerdy guys never approached me. And if they were waiting on me to approach them, that was never going to happen. So I never got to date the nerd that I wanted to date. I always dated bad boys. Fast forward, I become older and I finally meet myself a nice guy. Baby, that nice guy was trash. Like he was not it. I tried to get a nice guy. The conversations didn't flow like I wanted them to flow. Things just didn't happen the way that I needed them to happen. So I guess I'm a nerdy bad girl. I don't even know how to categorize myself, but so what is my dating range? I don't even know. I have not been approached by a 60-year-old man with good intentions. And I say that because there was a guy who was 62. I would have hollered. He wasn't bad looking, all the things. I would have hollered at him. But the problem is he got to asking me my age. I told him, and he was like, "Oh, I thought you was younger than that." I thought,
And
"Oh,
how old was he?
so you're nasty." He was
How old?
62. He was 62 and he thought I was in my 40s. I guess the light was good, baby. I need to go back there. But he thought I was in my 40s. Actually, he said, "I thought you were somewhere between 38 and 42." And like he was disgusted that I was in my
Why
50s.
would I want?
Women,
Oh,
he's 62 and he wants somebody between 38 and 42.
Like I said, the lighting was good. I do not feel like I look like that. And so when he said that, I was like, oh, okay, so you're nasty. Like I just
Yeah.
you're nasty.
Hmm.
But I would have hollered at a
You want to
60-some-old.
be cheated on. Because you
That's
say,
what you
how are you
want.
gonna hold my attention? You 62. And you want somebody that's 30? I'm just
They
remembering
do. They
vaguely,
do.
of my 30s.
No interest. No
62.
interest.
62. I would entertain you for the meals and all that stuff like I would be your arm candy, but I'm cheating on you. 62? I'm cheating on you.
So with that said, the men that approach me with any type of dating and interest and all that, they're usually between 35 and 45. I've not been approached by men my age. It does not happen, and I don't know if it's because men my age are cheap or if they're not interested. I don't know what it is, but men my age don't holler. Younger men do. They have ideas. They're like, "Hey, I want to go skating. Do you like to skate? Why, yes, I do. Do you
Mhm.
like, like they have the interest that I have. So am I
It's,
not into my age? Is that what's going on?
it's no, that's not it. Younger men are attracted to older women. A lot of younger men that I know and even have talked to said that the girls their age are immature.
Mm.
Um, a lot of the younger men also have been raised in single parent households, and unfortunately, their mothers act like their girlfriends, and so that's what they are used to, is in that sense of dealing with a older woman. But it's like you said, Kimberly, I get approached by 20 something year olds, 30 something year olds, and 40 something year olds. um a couple of men that I've dated have been anywhere from 5 years younger than me. I'm not even gonna talk about that. But older men, they really don't approach me. Well, I'm not gonna say that. On social media, the 70-year-olds and 80-year-olds and the broke down looking 60-year olds, they do approach me. But quality men my age, and that's the thing, quality men. And that's another thing. Why is it that men feel like because we are in our 50s that we should be grateful, that we should feel honored that they even want to pay us any attention? Because a couple of years ago I posted that I had decided to be celibate. I said that I wasn't going to lay down with anybody until we were officially dating, and I knew that this was really and truly going somewhere, because I don't like wasting my pussy. And so the amount of vitriol that came from the men my age and even some older was mind blowing. There were men who I had been knowing since I was a teenager that really showed me who they are. And a couple of them was like, that's your damn problem. Y'all get older and ran through. First of all, who the fuck been ran through? Y'all
Mm.
get older and ran through, and then now y'all want to play pussy games. Nobody don't want that old ass pussy.
Depend on who you ask. Depend on who you ask.
And then
That
it be the ones who could never.
right.
They be lying. The number of men who have lied on the kitty is
Yeah, they
crazy.
do. They do.
Like I go to the
Oh,
barbershop, I hear it all the time.
I
I
was
hear it all the time.
like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed at him. Because I mean, there's probably a real hurt, but I'm sorry for the men that are so hurt that they lie. Do I look sincere enough, ladies?
Okay, Lenny, what's your age range?
For dating.
Hmm.
Um, I don't really have an age range. However, I will.
Hold on, stop it. So a 25-year-old could get the kitty.
That was a comma.
Oh,
that, that was a comma. Hold on. I really don't have an age range, comma.
Okay.
However, you cannot be younger than my children. Like, I don't want you around my kids' age. Like, that's just weird for me.
How old is your oldest
I
son?
want y'all to be in school.
Hey,
at this
how
point.
old is your oldest son?
Oh, girl, let me make sure I get this right before.
Oh, it's not just me.
Yeah. No, it's not just you.
Kimberly, how can you not remember your daughter's age and you only have one?
I promise you, my daughter said
Yeah,
how old
you
she
said
was
good
one time.
morning.
I started giggling. I was like, "Girl, quit playing." Wait,
Girl, I got to.
the one.
She said you only got one. I just told you how old I was 2 seconds ago, and you called me 55. Girl, can't nobody be
You
remember
know
that.
what? I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
I'm 50 till I'm 60. I'm gonna just say that right now. I am 50 till I don't care if I'm 59 and my birthday tomorrow. I'm 50 till I'm 60.
Hey, are you over there looking up your son's birthday?
No. I was over there doing math.
Cheating.
He'll be 35 next month. He'll be 35.
With that being said, you would date a 38-year-old?
Seriously, can we put the word
because Chris Brown?
Are you saying would I date him seriously, or would I date him?
Chris Brown is
Brown
how
is
old?
38. He's 38.
Is he? He's not that old. He's
Chris
that
Brown-
old?
Chris Brown is 38. Yes. Yes.
I'm not surprised. I'm kind of.
Oh, shocked.
It's okay. What you're saying is that you may not see him as serious, but you would knock down Chris Brown. Is that what you're saying?
Okay. I'm not into the whole knockdown. I'm not into the whole.
But you just asked me, are we talking about serious? So
yes, because I can date.
So you were dating, but you won't let him knock you down. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not. That's not what I would be dating him for. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but
if it should have fun, I like to vibe with people. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not dating you because you.
I'm not saying you're dating him for that. But you go out, you have a good time. The vibe is good because there are. Let me say this: there are some very mature.
It'll sneak up on him.
30-something-year-olds. There are some 30-something-year-olds that are more mature than the men our age. Now I'm gonna sit up here because I've been sipping, so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of tea.
Especially them younger ones that's been raised by that old grandma. They raised by the grandma.
Some years ago, I was seeing somebody.
Becoming secrets.
And y'all let me say, y'all gonna tear my ass up, and I'm finna give it to you. I was seeing.
I'm trying to see this comment.
An acquaintance's nephew. And at the time, I was 49. He was 32.
Did the acquaintance know?
Hell no. She would have flipped her fucking lid.
Okay. Let me tell you why.
But see, let me give you a backstory.
I love it.
I did not know that was her nephew until I ran across a picture on Facebook.
Well, that's different.
That's different. Yeah.
That's different. You can't even. That's different.
Hold on, Kaylani. But did it change anything?
What you mean? Huh?
So did you say, "Oh, that's her nephew"? Let me stop, or did the motion keep motioning?
Baby, the deed had already been done. He was to pick me up and pin you up against the wall type. No, it did not stop.
I'm done. Let me shut up and sip my lemonade. I need more lemonade. Y'all play too much.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so you don't have do you? Oh, so you don't have your age range has to be older than your son. Mm-hmm. Do you have a cutoff rate, a cutoff age?
I mean, you can't be Grady or nothing. I just it's just long as I don't really have a cutoff age if you're youthful. If you, I feel like a lot of people get it twisted because we're in our 50s and we're youthful because we came from we didn't see so much. We didn't see the drug game. We didn't see not. We didn't see so much. We came from the era of we seen a lot and
Wasn't it bomb? Like, oh my gosh. I cannot think of a better decade than ours. Ours for the
Baby,
when
let
I
me tell
tell
you
man,
you,
something. Let me
I
tell
have
you something.
friends, my guy friends. I look up one day, they were driving an Escort. I look up again, they're driving an Escort GT. I look up again, they're driving something called an Acura. Look again, they're driving something called a Lexus. Look, all of this was happening within 3 months. They went from an Escort to a Lexus to a Pathfinder to like I was like Range Rover. What is it? My parents weren't
Baby,
even driving that. All of this was happening in a quarter of a year. Do you understand how bad the crack game hit? And
baby,
when you look
that
back,
dope
you're like,
game,
that had to be the government. Of
that
course, they were
that
dropping
dope game,
helicopters of kilos. Of course, they were dropping. You know what I mean? Like, how else could it have happened? He ain't even know that pi was 3.14. Yeah, he thought pi was apple, cherry, blueberry. He didn't know. Like, so now he's able to do all of this in the dope game. It's incredible. Like,
that dope,
yeah.
that dope game, baby, from the 80s to the
I don't
late.
know how we survived. I really don't. It
I
was
don't
such
either.
a time.
I,
I
I, I
don't
had,
either.
One of the stories I could
I
tell.
had
Let me
some
shut
close,
up.
baby. I had some close calls. There's some stories that I can tell. So anyway,
Oh
okay. So you don't. So he can't be like Grady.
no, he can't be Grady.
How
You
does
date?
Grady?
Would you date a
Great,
70? Would you date an in shape, attractive 70-year-old?
Did y'all see him?
absolutely. If he's
Did
you,
y'all
if
see
he's
Ernie
youthful
Hudson?
and fun, absolutely. I'm
Mhm.
gonna absolutely. If he's youthful and he's fun, yes. I don't care about age if I can't notice it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can't notice it, if we're vibing, I can't put an age on that. No different. That's just like me. Me trying to put an age on that is no different than people trying to tell us what we can do
Can
at
you
a
date a
certain
broke
age.
man?
No.
What?
Next question.
Okay, so
No.
let me
Because
tell
stress
you.
is the reason
I'm
why I'm dealing with
really
all this stuff I'm
serious.
dealing with. No, I don't need no stress. What are we gonna talk about? How you still trying to make it? Like you trying to figure it out? No.
You
Yeah.
know,
Figure it out and
they're
come back.
keeping me down. The white
Figure it
man
out and
keeping
come
me
back.
down.
I'll be your
I,
friend. I'll give you advice. I just can't date you.
I don't think at this point in the game, because of course you guys know I just decided to get back into dating.
Online, no less. I have never. So I'm
Oh, we're gonna
interested in
we're gonna get to that conversation.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm about to be 56 in October. I
October
can't
what? Let the people
October
know.
26th to be exact.
October 25th, y'all get
Yes.
ready because this Scorpio gonna be Scorpioing.
If she
So
don't take Cash App, I do.
yeah,
It ain't got to be my birthday. It's somebody's birthday. I'll
it's
take.
somebody's birthday, so you just say
We
cash
we on
out.
the school teacher budget. I just went and bought a bunch of snacks. Go ahead. What were you saying?
So for me, I don't unless he is extremely mature and his approach is absolutely amazing. I can't see myself talking to someone younger than 48.
But older than
It's so crazy because even though I'm about to be 56, a man that's 60 years old, and I have to remind myself, a man that is 60 years old is only 4 years older than you, Chloe. But a man, even men that are like 58, 59, I guess because I'm not gonna say
yeah,
I've always, but I attract men who are either right at my age or a little younger. And
everything at my
and I
age.
hate to say it that the men that I guess it's because of the men that I know locally. their mentality is they're red pill. They are very red pill. They're bitter. They're they're not the men, they're not the same men that they were in the 90s and the 80s, 90s, and even early 2000. Kevin Samuels has just totally destroyed their mindset. um they want a younger woman, and then there's just so negative in the things that they say. They're not trying to date you, like you said, Kimberly. A younger man, I guess a younger man feels like he has to try and impress you because you're an older woman.
Not
So
only that, he wants to have fun.
he wants to
Yes,
have fun.
he
And
is.
I'm at the age where I still
I
like to
want to
have
have fun
fun.
too.
I said, I like Wednesday night is adult skate night. I like to skate. You know, I like to go places and do
You can
things. I
skate,
like to,
friend.
Atlanta finna see me. I'm gonna skate one time
baby,
in Atlanta.
baby.
You had talked about
My daughter
something
bought me
before.
some
I
purple
thought
and
she was
gold skates.
Both of y'all can skate, so I gotta be the one holding the
4
video
years
camera.
ago. No, hold up. I just went to the thrift store yesterday, and it was Wednesday was the end of the month, 50% off and everything. Baby, I just got some Chicago skates, $8.99. Put in the head, $4.50. I sure did.
Come on, what's the Chicago
I went ahead and snatched them up.
Come on, I'm finna just put it on out here on live TV. Look.
Oh, Sookie.
Soon I will be coming to Atlanta, and you are taking me to that thrift store with all them shoes and stuff. I ain't bringing nothing but 2 outfits, and I'm
Okay.
coming down there with an empty
Okay.
suitcase.
When you come to Atlanta, baby, we gonna hit up all the thrift stores. As a matter of fact, when you come to Atlanta, you might want to fly down here and rent you a car going back, baby. We're gonna hit them all. We're gonna hit them all. Because
Yes.
I just came in a few minutes ago with a shirt and 2 pair of shoes. I wouldn't even want to tell y'all. I'm so ashamed because I've been saying for the last month that I wasn't gonna buy no more shoes.
Girl.
Okay, you didn't buy anything anyway because you get ready to move. So anyway, but to stand back on topic.
Get the shoes.
But let me say this. With all the controversy that has been going on behind my bikini pic, right now in my inbox, because I have actually deleted a lot, I have probably about 300 messages from mostly men of all ages, men of all races. But there is one particular man that reached out to me that I've had a brief conversation with. This man is 62 years old. And baby, he is not the 62-year-olds that have been trying to holler at Mike. So he would be an exception. But usually 58, with me being 55, 58 will probably be my cutoff mark. Here's the thing. Why is it that
I think that's only because of your past experience. I feel like if you met some more like 62, I think you would think differently about it. With your past, with the experiences that you didn't had with those age, it only makes sense for us to feel like 58 is the thing. But if you come across some 58, 59-year-olds that you vibe with or whatever, girl, you know the age right out the window.
Let me say this. So even though I talk about how sexually I haven't really just had a desire, and I'm gonna say those black girl vitamins, they doing a little something. They ain't making me tingle like the Geritol, but they're doing a little something. I'm not woke up, but I'm stirred in my sleep. But there are so many things that I still haven't experienced sexually that I want to experience. And
me and KB went like,
yeah, oh yeah. No, I'm talking I'm talking about.
It
I'm saying,
quietly. I was like, let
I'm
me.
still trying to get to the hotel. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. I'm still trying to get to the hotel balcony. I just haven't. That's one of my goals. The hotel balcony. I still ain't got to the hotel balcony. So, but another issue with men our age is that they just want to look and see and stick it in. They don't they don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so here it is. For men 50 to 59, 24 to 36% are impotent. Men 60 to 69, 44 to 69% deal with impotence. Now, it might not be all the time, but it is often enough that they deal with impotence. 70 plus, 70% of the men deal with impotence. That being said, how important is would sex be to you?
How impotent is your bank account?
First of all, you have to ask yourself how often do you want it? Like at this point in time, like I don't have to have it like I did back in the gap. Like
Don't you have to eat all the time?
yeah, that
When you do
I
like
do.
this right here, don't that light switch have to work all the time? So how impotent is your bank account? Like I'm gonna just keep it
I
about
don't. I
you.
guess it's just. I think that just really depends on the person. I don't. Like I said, I don't have to have it all the time.
So I'm the
And that
only one
could
that's
be
going for the
because
whole
it's
crew.
been a minute, but that's just not.
I don't have to have it.
How often do you have to have it, Miss
You know what?
Barksdale?
Well, here's the thing. Considering, as you guys know, I've been abstaining because some people say that's you're not celibate, you're abstaining. I've been abstaining since April, May.
Remind me of the difference. What's the difference between
Right.
celibacy and abstinence?
Abstaining is choosing to not have sex.
And it doesn't
Celibacy,
have anything to do with religion?
right?
Okay.
Celibacy is not having sex unless you're married.
Okay, that's the religion. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha. Or marriage. Okay.
yeah. So I guess I don't know if my switch has been turned off because of me not dating and also
Been turned off because of the bullshit.
right. I don't know if that is why my switch has turned off. But I know that the right man can flip it back on. And of course, you guys know sexually, I am somewhat of a late bloomer because I didn't really and truly start experiencing orgasms until later. And once I had someone who fulfilled me sexually, I wanted it all the time. I mean, any Janet Jackson, anytime, any place was our theme song, and I miss that type of passion. And if I were to get in a relationship, even now at my big age of 56, I still need that. I know I'm gonna still need that kind of passion. I'm just a naturally passionate person. Even whenever I wasn't um, having an orgasm, I still enjoyed intimacy. And so that's where
Passion
dating
have to be between the hips, though.
that huh yes that's where dating someone younger comes into play because younger men seem to take their time more so than the men our age.
Because they learn it.
The men are but the thing is that the men are our
When
age,
you
the men,
say
they just feel like you should be grateful. They just, or either maybe they're trying to rush and hurry up and get a nut before the dick go down. I don't know.
so, when you say
Pardon this interruption. I just gotta go to the restroom. Excuse me.
Okay.
yeah, because I don't want you to miss this question. I will say this: intimacy is very important to me. It just doesn't have to be sexual. intimacy though. Like you can stimulate me so much by what you say and what you know. Um, yeah, I'm stimulated so differently.
What do you mean?
Um, I love a smart man. I
Okay,
love
I mean, yeah, I mean, all of that comes into play. You have to stimulate me mentally, spiritually, and emotionally for me um to be fulfilled. All of that is comprised of everything as far as I'm concerned. I can't just fuck you just to be fucking you. That's not
okay.
gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I need it all. That goes without
Okay.
saying. I have to have somebody who I can sit down and have a intellectual conversation with, who I can just be on a totally different plane, just discussing life, discussing spirituality, discussing just any and everything. That right there is a major turn on for me. It is hard to get that even with men our age because they are so negative. And we don't talk about that enough, is that we talk about how women are so negative and women are this and women are that and women are bitter, but we don't talk about how negative men are. And it's such a turnoff. Kimberly, you back?
Yeah, but did I miss the question? What was your question,
No,
Kayla?
she could no. I mean, Kaylani, you got your question?
What it
Kay,
was?
you froze.
Oh
Mm-mm.
yeah. Huh? Yeah.
I've been
So
so
when you
into this. I
say
ain't read my Nair comment. I'm slipping on the job. I was supposed
so
to
when
be
you
looking at the
say
comment.
you didn't have an orgasm to later in life, are you saying at all, or you
Solo. You
needed
know
to
you have
be
them solo.
stimulated,
Um,
like
it would
penetration or stimulation?
up until later in life, once until I dealt with my issues, sex. I'm not gonna say was nasty to me. Sex was something that I did because I knew it was a part of a relationship. That's one. Also, I was a pleaser, but being pleased meant that you had more control over my body than I did. And so, um, I mean, it's just hard to it's hard to explain. It's not hard to explain. I didn't. If I felt like I was about to have an orgasm for the longest amount of time, I would push you off of me. It would be just, it was too intense. So I was, I've said it before, and I've told you guys before, I had the mentality that you don't fuck me, I fuck you. And so it was only until I met the person I was with for a long time that I allowed myself to enjoy sex. That's one part of it. And then the old bless you. The other part of it is that he was he was a man who we connected on a very spiritual level. And so that made a huge difference in our level of intimacy. And he was a man who brought out the damn freak in me and on a totally different level, being uninhibited and all of that stuff. And he taught me what he taught me how a man should please a woman, how a man pleases a woman. Let me say that.
Now, my reason for asking is because I can relate, and my being able to relate, like I said several times on several videos, that it comes from my troubled past, being molested. So it being taken from me.
Right.
I think that messed with my ability to be able to have one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I sometimes it just depends. It depend on the situation. I could feel like it was happening again, and I could just mentally leave the room.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard. So that's why I was asking. But it didn't. It would still happen if I was stimulated. It was penetration that I couldn't do it, and then
Like
I had to
it's
go
like you
ahead.
get you feel aroused,
Hmm.
but then whenever penetration happens, it's just like you freeze
Yeah,
and
exactly,
you
exactly.
you
You
freeze
lock
up,
up.
you lock up.
Yeah.
And then for the longest amount of times, and honey, they might end up banning this video, but whatever. For the longest amount of time, the smell of semen would repulse me. When I say would repulse me, the smell of semen repulsed me. And whenever it came to like this swallowing thing, that was the most nasty and disgusting thing that you could ever. I felt like it was so nasty. I felt like it was so disgusting because of, like you said, being raped, being molested, and it's those things that men not only don't know about, but they don't care. They don't care. They don't care what you've been through. They don't give a fuck about what you've been through.
Some of them don't even know how to care. I think this to be true. Every woman knows what it's like to be told to put your keys between your fingers so that you're ready to do this. Every woman knows what it's like to look over your left and right shoulder all the time. Men have no whatsoever clue. They do not live in a world where they have to look over their shoulders. And so, what they tell us a lot of times is, you need me. I can be your protector. Protector for what? Protector from men. And they don't even understand that as our protector from men, they're the closest thing to us. And so that when they cheat on us, it's the highest violation. When they do things to us, it's the highest violation because we put so much trust in, oh my gosh, I can finally rest. I can finally breathe. This is my protector. But they're always trying to protect us from other men. And so we've come to this stage, in my humble opinion, we've come to a stage where a lot of women are saying the best protection from men is not to get a man to protect me from men, it's just to stay away from men.
And
That's the saddest thing that I've seen happening. Like, we're becoming our own protectors, and the only protection we have is just to stay the heck away from men. That hurts my heart so bad because you're talking about, oh, the men of yesteryear would have never, the men of, you're right, because these men now are so sassy. They say things they have no business saying. They get themselves in women affairs. Why would a man talk about a woman's breasts? Whether they're long, short, perky, whatever they are, why would you talk about that? That's none of your business. Why would a man talk about a woman in a bikini? That's none of your business. I have been in circumstances where I have seen people playing cards, my adult aunts and uncles and stuff. They're playing cards and all these games and things like that. And women will start talking about, girl, my cycle this, my, oh, I'm feeling hot. Anybody else feeling hot? I'm going through the change. They didn't call it menopause. They just called it the change. They start talking about the change. You want to see a man get up and start moving and getting out of the room? Immediately they did. But men of today, they're sitting in the room talking about, yeah, that's because your coochie is dried up. That's because your period is brown. That's because they're actually getting themselves involved in the conversation. And when I tell you nothing dries, you could throw sand on the vagina. It couldn't get drier faster than listening to a man involve himself in women's issues. Mind your business. Men need to be talking about men stuff. You need to be talking about how to court a woman, how to date a woman, how to get a woman interested in things like that. Instead, what they're trying to do is they're trying to sell us on the idea of, your titties is long. You got no business in a bikini. You lucky to get with me. You lucky. They're trying to sell us on the wrong. You're talking to the wrong group of people. Mind your doggone business. What's sexy to me is, and I'm not into the whole pick me misogyny. I'm not into that, but I do believe there are conversations men need to have with men. Mind your business, and there are conversations women should have with women. Mind your business. Now, there's also the element of younger women not wanting to listen to older women because they think we're jealous. Baby, you're wrong. We had a good doggone time. We had a better time than y'all gonna ever have.
Oh, you better preach.
But there is that going on. And at the end of the day, to me, if everybody just goes to their corners and just understands we're all in the same fight. We're all just trying to live life, feel good, be happy, have good sex, good drinks, good food, good wine, all the things. We're all just trying to be good. And I think there is too, this is my last thing I'm going to say. I think there's this bit about trying to pick on someone who's less than. You got rich white people wanting to pick on poor white people. Well, poor white people can't pick on the rich white people, so what they gonna pick on? Well, at least I ain't black, so they're gonna pick on black folks. Black folks want to get picked on too. Oh well, uh, I'm a black man, but at least I ain't a black woman. Black women do this, and it always seems to be this totem pole kind of thing, and you keep having people pick on other people to make themselves feel better, not realizing that mind your business, handle your stuff, be in your court, your lane, your whatever you want to call it, and mind that piece of business. And it probably sounds convoluted because I'm trying to say it quickly, but I just feel like everything is just getting mixed up and jumbled because men are trying to put women in their place. They're trying to make us feel like we're limited in our selections. So we better choose them. We better be thankful when we have them. We better be grateful. Where does all that come from? It just comes from a mind of scarcity. Think plentifully, think happily, think joyfully. And to me, a whole lot of these silly conversations wouldn't even be had. I probably didn't make sense, and I'm sorry,
You
but that's
did. You did. I think that it's I think that it's okay for men to be in women's conversations for the purpose of learning, for the purpose of better understanding, not
mm,
for the purpose of trying to ridicule and put us down and tell us what's wrong with us, but to better understand what, especially at our age, when you start getting in your 50s and stuff like that, whenever we're dealing with menopause, more men need to understand what happens whenever a woman's hormones start to deplete. They need to understand more about hot flashes. They need to understand more about mental, as far as clouded memory. They need to understand that, but they don't want to understand.
there it
They're just
is.
they just want to put us down. While with us
I
as
don't even know
women,
how it comes back to them. Men to me are, and no offense, but they're to a large degree raised and expected to be self-centered. I see it in my little kids now. They're so self-centered. They're like, yeah, 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 menopause, yeah, 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 depletion of hormone, yeah, yeah, yeah. But can I get you to ride it? How can I get you to do like they needed to come back to them. And if it's not coming back
it's all about manipulation of manipulating the situation to where it would most benefit them.
all day,
That I mean that I And another thing that you touched upon was the pick me type of women. Now, going back to my video, when I posted that video, it was said that I was looking for attention, even though in the video I was actually in the mirror talking to myself. I wasn't even looking at the camera. I was talking to myself. And so it was said that I was attention seeking. However, there are so many women that I see now that align with men. And do they align with men in some of the things that they say and they co-sign on some of the things they it? Or do they do it because they have a pick me
they don't know better.
mindset?
They don't know better. I'm gonna put it right back to the Target boycott, to the Asian boycott, to the whatever. There will always be and have always been those who would say, "Girl, Rosa Parks, go ahead and stand up, girl. At least they let us ride the bus." There are going to be those who say, and I just finished saying this early on the video, so for my classmates, forgive me. But there are always going to be those who just want to go along to get along, to be chosen, to be a part of the conversation, to be a part of, you know what I mean? Like they don't doggone get it. And if they don't get it, you could put it in their laps, you could rub it across their lips, they're never going to get it. They just want to be a part of it.
I agree. I agree. It's so many of them that they will do. It's funny because the groups that I'm in on, and I can't even imagine what it's like now that I'm on Hinge, the type of inboxes that the men get. But me being on Facebook in certain groups, um, when a man, for example, they have where women will be, men will be like, ladies, and I hate this. They'll be like, ladies, post your feet. Ladies, if you're 50 years old and you don't wear makeup, post a picture. Ladies, if you have wear your natural hair, you don't wear weave, post a picture. That's all that foolishness. And whenever it happens, it blows my mind the amount of women that respond to that foolishness. It's like I it just blows my mind the amount of women that respond when men say, "Show me if you got pretty feet. Um, show me if you can fill out a maxi dress." It's like it's almost like in slavery where the white man lines up the slaves and all the white people take a pick of which one they want. That's how it looks to me, to the point where a while back a guy had posted in the group and he said, ladies, since it is one woman, it's one woman to 20 men, what are you willing to do to set yourself apart to be chosen? Basically, he said it's something like that, and it just really blew my mind. And then the women actually began to answer. They began to answer of, or either they'll ask questions like, what is it, of course, so what do you bring to the table? What is it that you offer that the next woman don't? And it's like it'd be like 200-300 responses. But you take those same questions and you ask a man, there'd be like 20 responses. But even whenever the men do respond, if it's like post a picture, if you're over 50 years old, a man post a picture, the way that the ladies throw their panties across social media, the things that they say is mind blowing. And that's why men feel the way that they feel. That's why they act the way that they act, because we treat them like they are the prize. And so whenever you start talking about somebody who has low self-esteem, or you start talking about somebody who don't know their worth or their value, as in what was said about me and my bikini, the way that they do monkey flips for men, to me, says you don't know your value, you don't know your worth. And so it makes it harder for women like us who have expectations. It's like, it looked like with me, I was raised with my mom and my dad. And so why is it that because I have certain expectations that my dad set forth, why is it wrong for me to expect the things that I want? These are the things that my dad raised me. These are the values that my dad raised me with. And he raised me not to pursue a man. The gentleman I just told you about, that's 62 years old and fine as hell. I went to his page and I looked at the pictures he posted, and I looked at the women that were under his post, and I can't even imagine what's in his inbox. I can't even imagine. So it's like I'm not going to compete with anyone. I'm not going to compete for a man's attention, and that's why men talk to us the way that they talk. That's why they feel so emboldened to say the things that they say, because there are so many women out here who will co-sign it, and there's so many women who don't have any self-respect or value whenever it comes to getting a man, that men don't have to do no work. Ladies, Kimberly, you sleepy.
No, I'm not familiar with men who don't have to put in the work. So I was
Right.
like, I don't know those cats. You better work. I'm not familiar with the men who wait for me to approach them or throw my panties across the internet, the anything. I'm
Okay, I know
yeah.
you may not be familiar with them as far as men that you would associate with, but so you're saying that you don't see this
Oh, I've
interaction.
definitely seen the pygmies, and the pygmies I've seen have come in the form of I don't got no lace front. I don't got no, I don't understand that because to me, in some way, it puts down another woman. I feel like if I got to put down another woman to be higher, my butt is mighty low. Like it's just, I'm not even, I guess in my mind, I'm not thinking of the men in that aspect. I'm wondering why would a woman put down another woman? Why you got to talk about, yeah, I'm a natural beauty. I'm a this, I'm a that. That stuff is weird to me. I don't get it. So I think I don't see it. It doesn't pop up on my feed. I don't click it. There are things that people have sent me and I'm like, whoa, what's this about? Oh, it's about that. I'll click it. I don't even want to get them the view. I'm very selective in the things that get to penetrate my time because my time is already limited. So there's a lot that I miss. Am I aware on some level that it's out there? I am. But do I get to see it? I don't. I'm not gonna hold you.
I
I
see.
don't have the stomach. It's just like I'm not gonna kid you. I said this before. When Diddy beat Cassie, I didn't have the stomach for it. Am I aware that that stuff happens all the time? I am, but I can't watch it. It will physically make me ill. It will make me touch a piece of steel just to be sure it's there. I can't stand it. It's crazy to me. I don't know it. I don't know that world.
Whenever I go, well, for me, I know the world because I know how it used to be whenever you would go out. I mean, whenever I was working at 1810 Abaya on lunch, I can go to Quick Trip and somebody was going to try and talk to me. Um, go to Home Depot. As much as I go to Home Depot and Lowe's now, um, it used to be where if you want to meet a man, go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, go to the sports bar. And you guys know how much I love football. So during football season, I go out all the time during football season. But men don't approach. And that is where, that's what I'm talking about. Men don't feel like they have to approach you anymore because women do the approaching. Women are very vocal about saying if they see something they're like, then they're going to approach. And then you got the men who say, well, ladies, if you see a man that you're interested in, you should approach him. To me, that's not the pecking order of things, and that's not how I am. I will give you the eye and let you know that I'm interested. I'll look, I'll look away. I'll look, I'll look away. I might even smirk. That's your cue. But me getting up and going over to talk to you, or you walking by and me reaching out and grabbing you, I'm just not that chick. But there's so many
Okay,
women
so I know darn well women ain't grabbing. What they grabbing?
girl, please.
I
Yes, they
know they're not grabbing.
They will stop a man. They will stop a man. They will send a man a drink. They will go over to a man. They will um all of that. I mean all of that. Women are very, very
I'm gonna
aggressive.
mess around and lose my friendship with you because one thing I require about a friend is I know they need to tell me the truth. And right here, right now, I know you lying. Women is not no sending drinks. They is not no sending drinks. I know you lying. I require honesty, Chloe. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to me.
She's
I'm gonna
not
sit back
lying.
and wait for you to
She's not
tell the
lying.
truth.
I didn't seen it. I didn't seen it.
They're the same women who say, for example, and this is why men have this if you ask you pay mentality. For example, the new Black Panther that comes out, Black Panther 3. I'm on the phone with the guy, I'm having a conversation. I'm like, oh yeah, the new Black Panther coming out next week. I really want to go. And he'll
It's
be
too
like, what?
expensive.
He'll be like, I'm not hinting. I'm just saying, I'm just
Yeah.
having a conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not hinting. I'm just having a conversation.
Got you.
So the new Black Panther's coming out, and we're having a conversation on the phone. New Black Panther's coming out. I really want to go see it. And he says, well, come on, let's go. And I'm like, cool. In a lot of the men's mind nowadays, you just asked him out on a date, which means
Hmm.
that whenever you guys get to the movie theater, he's expecting you to go pay. Now, I just said I wanted to go see it, and you
I
said
just
let's
told you
go.
I need you to stop lying to me. There you go. You're lying again, right?
Ladies, put it in the chat if I'm lying. Put
I,
it in the chat if I am lying. Oh, I'm sorry. Put it
she
in the
lying
chat.
or I'm flying. Which one
Put
is
it
it?
in the chat if I am lying.
She lying or I'm flying. I know darn well they know. Stop it. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
It's so.
Quit playing with me, Chloe. I told you I require honesty now. I don't require a lot, just a little bit of honesty. Just a little bit of
I
honesty.
I have heard it and seen it so many times.
Right.
Experienced it, no, but I have heard
And men have been.
before.
Now, I haven't experienced it. Well, hell, I ain't even really been dating for a long time. But I mean, even as far as men, if you're on social media, Kimberly, you're not on social media. I'm on
No.
social media. Because I host forums and all of that. So I've been on social media for a long time. I've been in different groups where these conversations come up. And men feel that they have the mentality that if you go out on 2 dates and he pays the third date, you should offer to pay. And other
Is
men
it
will
his
say,
birthday?
other men will say, if she don't offer to pay, then
Is it his birthday?
no,
Is he dying?
no.
Am I dying?
I cannot.
So he was simply he would he they expect you to offer to pay. Um, they have the mentality that if you go to the movie and he pays for the tickets because the tickets are now $20 a piece, he thinks that you should offer to buy the refreshments. Or if you go to the movies and um, he pays for the movies and y'all go out to eat afterwards, he thinks that you should pay for the food. Um, they have the mentality that, and this is another one that blows my mind. If he buys the food, you should leave the tip. But all of this goes back to women. I fault women for this because in watching these forums and being in these forums and having these conversations on social media, it's so many women that not only agree with it but will say, if he pay for the food, then I ain't got no problem leaving a tip. If if we need the valet park and we go to dinner, I don't have a problem paying for valet park. I don't have a problem with it. It's why men feel the way that they feel and are very vocal about what you should do. Just like the open the door thing. Is that I never understood that shit. I never understood, if you open the door for me, get in the car, why should I reach across the and open the door for you to and push the door for you to go? That came from Brooklyn Finest, where they said that if she don't open the door, then you need to leave her ass alone. And there are so many women that co-sign that shit. That's why
Well,
men
that's where we
that
disagree, Chloe. I'm gonna tell you that. We disagree. If he opened the door and he put me in, I hit that unlock button right there. But see, I can't bend over and open the door. I get sclerosis real bad. I don't want to get the sclerosis.
I'm not even hitting the
I will
unlock.
hit the button
I'm
and
not hitting. I'm not hitting shit. I'm getting in. I'm sitting my ass down. I'm crossing my damn legs. I'm putting my purse right here, and I'm looking cute. I'm not hitting shit. That's a part of being a gentleman. I'm not doing that. I'm
because
not doing that.
we get bad winners right here. So
Mm-mm.
I give you that
I'm,
right
I'm
there.
not even doing that. He better have an unlock. He better have an unlock. It ain't gonna take him that long. If he got an old school, if he got a 1970 Camaro, it's not gonna take him that long to stick that key in and turn it. No, I'm not.
I think the worst thing that happened to me is it probably happened when I was a little girl. My mama used to take me to a beautician. Her name was Lou Della. May she rest in peace. She died of cancer many years ago. Lou Della used to do my hair, and she hit me with the tss. You know, burn that ear one time too many. So I had to learn how to do my own hair. I was probably in middle school, learned how to do my hair, been doing my hair ever since. Sometimes it's cute, sometimes it's not. It's always free. But once I learned how to do that, I became more
That's it.
independent. I started becoming independent in a whole lot of other ways. And my independence has led to me not tolerating a whole lot of stuff. Like I've always thought of the program, even with my ex husband. I got to put the plural on that, pick one. But even with my ex husbands, I have decided what's the program. The program is, oh, we're going to retire by 45. We're going to do this with the renal properties. We're going to do whatever. So, in that vein, like how y'all talk about sex and things like that, sex was never the biggest deal for me because sex wasn't above the program. The program was the program. The situation was the situation. Like I always had certain things that were delegated that we were going to do. I think once I became that independent person and I decided that the program is now about me, because I put myself last after multiple people who have never put me first. So now I've decided, oh, I'm going to put myself first. People don't like that. It makes them very uncomfortable. And that's not my problem. That's not my issue. We're just moving forward in life from this point on. And once that happened, that was the biggest empowerment I've ever felt. It's the biggest change that's ever happened to me. While she gone, let me read a comment. B. Jamel said, I've seen a lot of men that feel like even the first date should be Dutch. I wish the heck I would. Who asked who? Did you ask me under that? I'm not, no, because they haven't chosen you yet. They look at paying for the experience as something they only do after you're their girl. Here's what I know to be true. There are a ton of men, women. Let me take these off so I can see right. There are a ton of men out there who genuinely don't like women. They are jealous of us because we get to be pretty. They want to be pretty, just like we've had. What was his name? Sprinkle, Sarah Seven.
Y'all,
We've had
it's a
Sprinkle,
huge water bug. Oh
Drizzle.
my goodness.
They are jealous of us. They want to be prettier than us. They want to be sassier than us. They want to be all the things that they have not been before. They want to be anything that makes them removed from the responsibility of being men. That's what I'm going to call it. So be careful of those type of men. Don't let them bring you down and all of that stuff. Choosing us, oh, that. Mm-mm. What are you over there laughing about, Kaylani? What happened?
I'm laughing at this mug coming to the camera with comic spray.
I was trying to ignore it. I wasn't even going to comment on it. I shouldn't have asked you. I was hoping you was laughing at something else. I was trying to act like I didn't see it.
Yo, we talking. It is huge water bug flew and hit
That's what happened.
and then my ceilings have, oh my god, oh my god, the shoe motor don't go all the way up to the top, so he was just crawling, and I don't have bug spray, and so I got comment and
I was trying to ignore it.
I got some that's all I had, so I just had to keep
You
on.
made a good job. That's what I was
So
like.
now my whole room smell like
She gonna make
bleach.
you a concoction.
It
Girl, my
smelled
whole room
clean.
smell like bleach because I got him down and I just killed him. So we back. I'm ready. Go ahead, KB.
I think that was about all I was saying. I had to stop and laugh. I was like, Lord, I'm gonna act like I
I
don't
don't know.
see
What was
it.
you saying? I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm gonna act like I don't see it. I was just saying basically that I think a lot of men are jealous and they're upset with women for living our best good life, so they have to stop it. But it goes right back to that punching down theory. You got white men punching down on white women punching down on whoever they can, black men punching down on black women. And I feel like here's what's true. No matter what city you go to, if there's a city of leadership and the black woman is leading that city is growing. If there's a city where there is a black woman mayor or things like that, that city is growing because black women don't really need anyone else to punch down on. Some people say it's because we don't have anyone to punch down on, but it's mostly because we understand that from the bottom we can only rise. And so we're just rising up. But for some reason, our men still have a need. Maybe it's because white men have punched down on them or beaten them down so badly that they need somebody. They need an outlet, and then we're the outlet that's left. I don't know what it is, and I don't really care. It ain't none of my business. All I'm trying to do is rise up and be better, and I want to see other people rise up and be better. Sorry, I'm off topic. Go ahead, though.
CC Gemini said, and you will find that those men raised by single moms. I used to I used to be someone who was very defensive of single moms because I was a single mom. But I was a single mom raising a daughter. And it was during the when back whenever you when the new Jordans would come out, and you had to go camp outside of Foot Locker to get the new Jordans. It seemed like the new Jordans was coming out like it seemed like new Jordans was coming out like it seemed like almost every month.
Mm-hmm.
And then also um Black Ops. I don't know if they was doing was it PlayStation, Nintendo, PlayStation, whatever it was, Xbox, when Black Ops was coming out. And you would literally have to stand outside for hours for it to get it. And then Christmas, back before everything became online, and they would be outside, camped out, literally in sleeping bags, waiting for Target and these stores to open up so they can get the new gaming
Girl,
system.
not Target no more. You know about that ad. Don't get me started on talking. Don't piss
No,
me off.
no, 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 we ain't gonna talk about that. But I saw all of these women. I saw all of these women, mothers, who would literally, the son is at home in the bed, or the son is at school, and they would literally be standing outside for hours just to buy the latest J's, 200 and something dollar shoes, just to buy the new Black Ops, just to get the new PlayStation or Xbox. Every year, Christmas time, they got a new one. When you get a new one, you have to buy new cartridges because the old cartridges don't work with the new one. And it was at that point that I began to say,
No.
no. It's at that point that I began to say, this is a problem, and this is going to be a bigger problem for like the boys that my daughter is dating,
Mm-hmm.
because the mother did everything. The mother gave them everything. The mother did everything. And so it's like how I feel about my dad, that's how they feel about their mother. So they feel like the things that their mother did, that's what a woman should do. He didn't have to cut the grass, because either she cut the grass or she paid somebody else to cut the grass while he sat inside and played on his PlayStation. And he's walking around with $1,500 worth of clothes and phones and jewelry on. And that's
I
why.
wish I could put Eartha Kitt in here and have her say ridiculous from Boomerang.
What
You
a bit.
remember when she said ridiculous?
Well,
That's what like.
that's exactly why some of the men are the way that they are, and some of these young guys are the way that they are. And B. Jamel said, I've seen a lot of men that feel like even a first date should be Dutch because they haven't chosen you yet. They look at paying for experience as something that they only do after they're your girl. And B. Jamel, whenever I say agree, and that blew my mind some years ago. I met this guy, and we had been texting for a while, and then finally he says to me, um Saturday we need to Saturdays we need to hang out. And so I'm like, cool. And so I said to him, I said, so you're finally asking me out? And he says to me, no, I think that we should hang out to see if we should go out. what what the fuck's that? So basically, like you said, he thought that we should meet up, go somewhere. I pay for me, he pay for him, and then he would decide if I am worthy of him actually taking me out to spend money on me.
Girl,
And
if y'all
that's
don't get hip to lick and leave, I would agree to all of that. Order up all the joints I want, all the food, and then go to the bathroom before the chick came. I have never heard of that. Maybe it just hasn't hit the Midwest yet. I don't need to know. But I know that I'm looking over here, and Shayla T79 said everyone seemed to need somebody to look down on. You are 100% right. Whether it's broke men looking down on women, women looking down on, at least I ain't that fat, at least I ain't that old, at least I ain't that. By the time you start putting at least in front of anything you said, sit down.
Hmm.
You the whole problem. Soon as
Twice.
you start saying at least, go sit down. You
I
is the issue. And ain't no broken man like a broke man. Like I need to put that on a t-shirt because I swear I don't think women understand that.
but
Ain't
e- but
no
even
broken
but,
man
but
like a
even
broke man.
even the broken men feel entitled now. He might have a trash bag full of clothes, an Xbox, a pair of J's, and a pair of peanut butter colored Timberlands. And his last three residences, he moved in with a woman. They still feel like you should be grateful. And it is so many women that have that mentality of a piece of man is better than no man at all. That's why there's so many women out here who are cool with splitting everything down the middle.
I don't know. I've never dated a white guy, but I've dated mixed men. They've been black and Italian, black and Latino. You know, whatever. I did date a straight up Latino man. Girl, I was scared for my life right there. That, that might have been the craziest man I ever knew. But that's another story for another day. But I don't know. Maybe it's a thing of I'm not going to say women should jump all the way to the powder side or the snow side, whatever you want to call it up like. But maybe y'all need to step out and date wider ranges or something. I don't know what's going on there.
I
But
want I
y'all
want
say some stuff. I'm like, I wish a Negro would.
KB, I want to have the desire to date outside of my race. I mean, I really want to.
I be saying mixed. I ain't
Even
been.
what the thing is, I love a chocolate ass man, so even that's just kind of like hard for me because I like my
Have
man
you
black.
ever had a chocolate man that spoke them Spanishes?
No, but I had a chocolate man that was a Pisces and know how to talk my drawers off.
Mm,
Or I had a chocolate man that was from New Orleans, and that was
baby.
baby, that was good enough. CC Gemini said, "Listen, my single mom raised a son, and baby, the jealousy when my brother had girlfriends was real, and the kindness was fake as fuck." That's another thing. Why mothers are so possessive of their sons? I've seen it with
It's the
some of
man
my
they
Some
can
mothers.
hold on to.
Some
Hmm?
mothers.
Huh?
It's the man they can
Some
hold on
mothers.
to.
Okay, we know it ain't everybody. No, it ain't
Some
everybody.
mothers.
But there are a lot of mothers who it's almost like they're competing with the girlfriend. They don't like any of the girlfriends that he brings home. I don't understand that. It seems like you would want him to be happy, you would want him to flourish, you would want him to go out and start his own family and stuff, but it's like some mothers, they treat their sons like their boyfriends. They really
That's and that's some of the mothers that don't really have anything going on. If you think about it, it's not really the moms that's like successful in their own right or have their own thing. It's normally the ones that's been married for a long time. That's her baby, ain't really been getting treated right by the husband. So she uses that son's love to fill in the blanks on why she's still with said husband, or just it's normally not all the time, but in most cases, it's normally because she doesn't have anything going on. I don't understand it. It ain't never been me. It ain't never even the whole when y'all were talking about the Xbox and the buying the stuff I did both. I made sure my kids had. However, I also taught my kids responsibility, especially at the beginning of their dad getting sick, and I knew that it was a possibility that he wasn't going to be here. And I'm a firm believer that, especially with men, that men need to be a man. I'm going to teach, I taught my sons how to be men at an early age, how to respect women, how to be polite, all of the things. My thing with them was teaching them what to do when I'm no longer here, how to survive. That was important to me. I still wanted you to have things in life because, of course, a lot of stuff you do is because of how you were brought up. I didn't want you to not, if I didn't give it to you, you didn't have it, you'll go take it. I didn't want you to do that. I don't care how good I raised you or whatever I did. You're still going to make some choices that's going to be based on you, no matter how your mama raised you. You're still going to do some shit that's going to. So I tried to do both. And it was, we had our thing, especially when their dad passed. But I'm just gonna stop right there.
So Shayla asked, would you date a black man of a different culture, like African, Afro Latino, because they have a better grasp of family and roles and relationships. So would you
And
date? Would any of you date like an African, a Nigerian, um, even a black man that is from like Europe, or would
I've
you?
never dated like a British man, like an Idris Alba is that I've never dated that type, but I have dated black men of other ethnicities. I dated someone who's black and Italian, black and a whole lot of other black and Chinese. That man was fine, crazy as could be. Black and Latino and all of that. I've dated those.
When you first asked the question, my first response was going to be no, but I had to think about it. I didn't. Thinking about it, it depends. I'm not going to say no. I don't. If and we vibe and we connect, I don't see why not.
You know what I've never dated? Now that I think about it, I've never dated black and white.
You've never dated what?
Black and
Okay.
white.
Mm,
Someone who like had a white mother and a black daddy, or
or vice
Right.
versa.
Yeah, I've dated someone like, I mean, technically to me, a black and Italian, because he had an Italian mother. Technically, that's whitish to me, but she'd be the first one to tell you she was Sicilian. She would never claim white. She was, so I don't know what that part is like. That's different, especially a black and American white. I think that is very different than a pure white or African white and all of that. That's different. Let me read this one from
Would you
D28. It
date?
says,
Would y'all? Would you date a African and Nigerian? Okay, Chloe.
yeah, I would. My daughter's boyfriend right now is Nigerian. Whew. He's 6'5", black as a boot, but he takes very, very good care of her. They are raised to be protectors and providers. Um, she doesn't want for anything. She doesn't want for anything. She doesn't have to pay bills. He tells her if she wants to stop working because her she has issues standing on her feet all the time. He says, he tells her you work because you want to, not because you have to. He goes to work, gets off work, comes home, cooks dinner. He takes very, very good care of her. And I know other people who have dated Africans. And, of course, whenever you hear about women dating Africans, they say that, they're abusive and, they'll beat you and stuff like that. The women that I know who have dated Africans, they haven't experienced that, but they are very much family oriented. They're very much about taking care of their woman, honoring their woman. The older women within the family are very well respected. So would I? Most definitely. Most definitely.
I never heard of the African men being like that abusive, but
Yeah.
African men I have, yeah. And I dated one for about 2 seconds.
Mhm.
That mouth, that mouth.
With the African men, it's my,
The Jamaican guys I was.
oh no, Jamaican is something totally different.
Oh, girl, that mouth. I could not. I could
Baby,
not.
they too whorish. They too whorish.
Mouth.
I love to hear them talk, baby, but they too whorish.
Man, I didn't get a chance to. That mouth. I couldn't get past that mouth. You just consistently had something smart to say. And the way I'm said, no, it's certain ways I'm allowed you to speak to me, sir, and that's not one of them. It's been real.
What was he doing, Kay?
Well, we were at a restaurant. We used to have this after our call, Kalahari. It was like a Caribbean type place. So we'll leave the club and we'll go there. So I met him. We went for breakfast. It was me and the girls. So it wasn't just this. And he yelled at me. Yeah, I can't remember because it's been a minute. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it took my friends everything to keep my mouth closed because I'm like, no, it's just I cannot respond to anyone going over 6 or 7 with your octave when you talking to me. To me, that translate you want me to slap the shit out of you. You cannot yell at me. You cannot yell at me. So therefore, yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. I knew that wasn't gonna work. That mouth. And then you talking to other people like that. You talking to the waitress rude. Mm,
D said, I do think that black women need to broaden their dating options. Black women are loyal to black men. However, black men are deciding to date other races. Therefore, there is a shortage of viable men. D, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. I'm just not even attracted to men that are not black. I just, I always think that white men got purple or pink dicks and that their booty is like, I just, and now I wonder when you're having sex if they sweat, if they smell. And I'm so racist in that way. I'm so sorry. That sounds so racist. It did. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. If there's anybody who is white or mixed that is watching my channel, I apologize.
They might smell like money. I think what she meant is they smell
Girl,
like money.
you know what?
They smell like good credit.
Honey, he can have all the money in the damn world, whoop your ass and talk crazy to you. I just, I just can't. I want to date outside my race.
You want to? I don't think I want to.
No, I want to be able to open and broaden my options, but I just can't. I just, I love my black men. I love my black men so much that I think that I would end up being alone before I would date outside of my race. And a lot of people will look at me, a lot of women will look at me and say that that's crazy.
It's not crazy because that's your choice. You have the right to feel how you feel, regardless of how anybody else think about it. Um, I had so many experiences with black men that it's okay for me to hire someone else for the position. I'm willing to see what else is out there. I'm not going to say that he has to be a different race or whatever, but I'm open to trying something different because what I've been trying has not worked. So yeah.
Have you been approached by someone of another race before, Kay?
Oh yes. Several times. Several times. Absolutely.
Kimberly?
Yeah, I'm approached more
We know,
by
we,
them
we
than
know
women
you
than
have
I am
Kimberly.
about black men. than I
We
am
know
by
you have,
marrying.
Kimberly. Kimberly,
You said you.
we know you've been approached by men of other race.
Yeah, I don't even know why either. That's different. It's so funny because I'll be in a black club listening to jazz music. I just about got watermelon coming out of one armpit, chicken coming out the other, and over comes a white guy. I'm like,
Did you say a watermelon coming out of one armpit and chickens coming out the other?
Yes.
You did not say that. You didn't say
I
that.
didn't. I didn't. Don't delete the footage.
You did
But
not say that.
I'll be doing that, and over will come a white guy, and he's like, "Yeah, I think you're hot." Here's what I do like about white men: they're very direct. I think you're hot. I like to buy you a drink. I like to take you out. Ain't no ambiguity in that. Whereas a brother be like, "Yeah, what you think it is bad? No, what you like?" He's asking me 50, 11 questions. Man, what do you want? I do not know, but a white guy is pretty clear, and I just I don't even know what else to talk about. Once he says he thinks I'm hot, I'm like, well, I mean, I think I'm hot too. I put the makeup on. I got snatched up. I'm standing. My titties is just so. I'm tired though. I kind of want to slouch, but once we get past that, I don't know what else we talking about. What we saying, fella? But same thing happened at McDonald's. I never forget. I went to McDonald's on a lunch break, and a black man was like, "Yeah, so how you doing? What you up to? What you doing? What Negro?" I'm in line at McDonald's. Clearly, I'm buying a lunch. Once he got by me, a white guy came up and he was like, "I think you're smoking." That was the term then at the time. I think you're smoking. And yeah, let me pay for your lunch. And I'm wondering, can I take you out? Can I? And my silly self, I gave him a fake number, so I might have missed the opportunity, but I'm kind of like you. I don't know what it looked like. I don't know that I'm attracted to it. I just don't know.
Turn the lights off.
What? I'm not, but Bob, that because
Turn the lights off.
at some point I'm gonna have to
He
see.
lied with the lights
No,
off.
You
at
got
some
me thinking
at
of
some
Eddie
point you're
Murphy
gonna have
and
to see
Eartha
him.
Kitt.
At some point you have to see him without the lights on, and those
You'll like him by then.
no, not no.
You'll like him by then.
And
Girl,
like
clothes
Q
on.
Control said, like she said, some races don't age well. 50 will be looking 65, unfortunately.
Girl, did y'all see that challenge? They were talking about this is what I look
Yes,
like at 50.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
And I'm one of them people. I might look. I say I'm not a lurker. I try to like everybody's video because I know how much work goes into doing the video, cutting, editing, doing all the things. So I try to like everybody's video. Now I might not comment, and if I ain't got nothing nice to say, I go and just stay in the dark. But baby, they had a whole bunch of people. This is what 50 looks like. This is what 40 looks. Baby, you should have stayed silent. How they say, quiet on the creek. That should have been you. You should have been very. Matter of fact, don't even go to the creek. Just stay quiet. Like, oh my gosh.
That was a mess. And the thing is that you got to think about it. That was women.
Mm.
Imagine if it was men. So
I had a friend that worked at the
dating
senior
outside of
citizen.
your race, what do
Mm-mm.
you think that men our age, men that are 56 years old, what do you think they look like?
My friend Dina G, I ain't gonna say her whole name. Dina used to work at a senior citizen place. She said it's two things that don't never stop aging about men. One is their ears. Ears never stop growing. I did not know that until she told me. I looked it up. Sure enough, it's true. Ears never stop growing. The other thing she said is the sack. And you
Oh,
know the
it
sack.
drops. It gets it baby.
She
It
said
get
that she said that thing looked like an accordion. It just
baby, that thing, let me tell you something. That thing is it's and then this shrink and this get longer.
see now
This
you
hang
can't piss
lower.
me off because I'm gonna tell you if you don't take your long bald self, um, mm-mm,
And just
mm-mm.
imagine it being purple
I can't. I
or
cannot
pink.
imagine.
Purple and just imagine whenever it's purple or pink and then it get hard. And you can see all the veins in it.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
don't know
D28 said,
what
I like that you
color it is.
agreed to be open. I love black men. However, when I go out, I experience black men walking in the door with a non black woman. Chloe, do a segment on why black men are not dating us.
Whew.
We're not accessible in a lot of ways.
Which mean we're not accessible, KB.
I mean, we're not accessible in a lot of ways in that I remember going to college, and in going to college, you don't stay at your college. You go to a lot of other college campuses. And so I'm very near KU, and if anyone knows, KU is a big time basketball college, right? And so we would go to KU, we would go to KU parties and things like that. You got these black athletes and these white girls, when I tell you they doing pretzels, they doing things, they doing stuff that you'd have never heard of. Their daddies are encouraging them. Their daddies are alumni. Their daddies are paying for the rooms. They're booking the stuff. Like a lot of times people look and they say, oh my goodness, these black athletes are just choosing these white girls. Not often. Sometimes these black athletes are in circumstances, they have white fathers who are alumni. They have their daughters. These fathers are pretty much putting their daughters up on the
They're
auction block.
targets. They're
You want to talk about an
targets.
auction block? Like if I had never seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't understand it. So usually I stay quiet about this, but no, the alumni are encouraging their white daughters to get with these black athletes to do things, do a little something strange for some change. You ain't got to be married but a couple, 2, 3 months. Look up Tyreek Hill. Look up some of these other athletes. You can be married for a very short, limited time. I'm gonna tell you one that was very popular, Brother Bonds. What was his name? Was it Gary Bonds? I can't even think of it, but it's a baseball player. He had an airtight prenuptial
You
agreement.
talking about
That
Barry
is,
Bonds?
yes, that
Mm.
agreement meant nothing. The judge threw it out. That lady got all the money she ever wanted. So a lot of these athletes are just being used, and they don't have enough sense to know it. They think they're being
They
accepted.
feel they feel like they got. They feel like they have gotten a
They
prize. They feel
entered
like
the door and they don't understand. No, you is the bank account. You is, you the birthday for a hot season, but you're being used. And so by the time they realize it, they are broke. But you know who's not broke? The daughters are not broke. Why? Because daddy knows how to financially manage money. He has people in place, he has accountants, he has things. Whereas these athletes have never seen that before. First thing they did was they bought grandma a house, they bought mama a car, they spent their money very rapidly. So they have no whatsoever clue. I'm not telling you what I think, I'm telling you the life I've lived. You don't have to believe it. I'm telling you what I have seen. Whether I'm at KU, I've been at MU, I've been at OU, I've been at several campuses where there are a lot of college athletes in the Big Eight. They are all getting used. But when they get drafted, they holding up their numbers, they smiling. They have no clue that there has been a game played long before the football, the any basketball was ever pumped up with air. They're being played and they don't have a clue about it. By the time they find out they broke, they are concussed. What is that called? CTE?
CTU,
CTE.
CC, CC. Yeah, but the thing is that there was something out recently a while back that basically was the playbook that white women had. I don't know how real it was, but it was a playbook that they had of
Barry Bonds, yep.
how to get a black athlete. Basically, cater to him, don't stress him out, don't question him. All the things that men say that they want from a white woman, because us black women, we got attitudes. We're going to question. We're going to do this, this, and this, and this. Those are the things that they were taught not to do in order to secure the bag. But the crazy thing about it is that all the things that they say we're materialistic about and we want them for their money and this, that, and the third, they will marry a white woman and give her everything.
And her family.
Her and the family, everything that she wants. She has endless access to his credit card. She can shop, she can buy, she can design, she can do anything that she wants because she's a white woman. But with a black woman, it's so much pushback. It's like we are looked at as being materialistic, while with these white women, that's how they were raised. Daddy not going to let her marry a nigga just because he a nigga. No, he has to be somebody with some money. Because
100%.
and yeah,
100%. Not only that, but I
You
can
gotta be
tell you
rich.
more. I can tell you about how black friends like or black women like me, some of my friends, we would be right outside the party door. Do you think they let us in? They never did. We would even have our friends saying, "No, no, let her in, let her in, let her come in." And there would be the white alumni, older white men saying, "No, we only have so many numbers. We only have a limited number of people who can come in." Literally, they would be the homies, they would be the friends, and we just wanted to come in and party. We weren't coming in to use them, but we didn't have that agenda that they had. We didn't have that access that they had. We didn't have all that stuff. And a lot of times we would be confused. That's why I tell women, when you see a black athlete with a white woman, don't feel like you're less attractive, because 100%, I have heard the black athletes say, "No, you're cuter than her, you're better than her, you're whatever than her." To my friends, to myself, maybe, I don't know, they was probably gaslighting, who knows. But they would say all the things like that, but we didn't have the access. We didn't have the daddies that were getting us in. We didn't have the whatevers. And by the time they realized they were duped, baby, the game was played. You know, the lights were off, it was all done, and they were broke. But who's never broke, is Becky and her daddy, who knew how to manage that money financially. And it just has to be a heck of a sickening feeling to know that you did all of this, and the most your mama got was a car. The most your grandmother got was a house. The most, and these people are building generational wealth off of it. I even just recently in my last video, I was talking about how I was playing at a pool with my friends, and I'm trying to decide who I'm going to throw the ball to. And this white woman turned to me and she was like, "Get out of my son, you nick." And I mean, she put the R on that N word and everything. She said it so nastily. Turned around, and what did I see? I saw her chasing after a black athlete, hanging out with him, trying to talk to him. That black athlete could have been my uncle. He could have been my father, for that matter. You know what I mean? He was just as black as me, but all of a sudden, because he was an athlete, because he had status, he was a little bit of a better Negro than me. But to me, the fact that she talked to me like that and I was a child, that told me everything about her character. She was a 100% racist. She might even give birth to a half black child and still be a racist.
Right.
Like that's stuff I couldn't even imagine. But they had the access. And a lot of athletes either don't understand that, turn their back to that, or they find out about it when it's too late.
look at okay. So look at Tiger Woods. We're getting ready to end this.
Oh, I can't look at him with his capital
Baby, let me
name.
tell you something. I think that his first wife, the nanny, baby, she took him on up through there. She broke him. His second wife, that's all he marries. And they be taking all his damn fucking money.
He
And now
get
he
with a Quanda. She been unchanged this world.
she been
She
a
been a
change.
rock this world for a couple, two, three chicken wings, a little something, something. Baby, he had a time of his life. Tiger don't know. Tiger don't know.
Mm-mm.
Take him from a tiger to a lion and be the king of the jungle.
Honey, please. Tiger got drug problems right now. All right, y'all ladies, we're about to shut it down because I have a date with one of my subscribers. She's so sweet. She's taking me to the Hyde Museum tomorrow, Miss Nikita. We're going to see the Michelle Obama exhibit.
Uh-oh.
Aw.
So, baby sis confirmed that 11:30 tomorrow we're going. So I'm about to end this live.
But before you do, I gotta ask you, since you mentioned the first lady, she forever first lady in my heart. Michelle Obama. We got somebody out there, it's a black man, in fact, he's married to a white woman. I don't know if you've seen it before, but he was talking about how Michelle Obama, I don't know if she a man or not, but she
Oh,
unattractive.
wait a minute. Are you talking about the podcaster guy?
Yes. Who shall not be named. Do not say his
Honey,
name. He ain't white.
his everybody know who he is.
And
Officer,
his wife looked
Officer
like she
Taylor.
done ran
His
five
his
five
his
Ks.
wife
He
looked
looked
like an
tight.
albino. She like an albino baboon. Yeah, I know.
And he
Yeah,
had the nerve to say, I don't know if she a man or a woman or not, but I know she unattractive. But look at my beautiful wife.
And she had a big old zit right there in the middle of her forehead.
He said what he said just so we could do what we doing now, giving his ass.
That's why I said I won't
No,
say
no,
his
he
name.
said he
I
believed
think
it.
he meant it though.
He's one of
I
those
think he
people
meant it.
who truly believes that she's more beautiful than any black woman. He truly the way
I
that
think he meant it.
he drags black people, the way that he had
And
those
he's an ex-cop.
right, the way that he had those guys on the show, um he really does. I don't even think that he's necessarily pandering to white people. I think that he really and truly believes the things that comes out of his mouth.
He's lost. He's so lost in the sauce. Bless
But
his
he
heart.
but the thing is that he's making money.
Mm.
That's the bottom line. He's making money.
At what
Being,
cost? So
being raised by my dad, he said you don't have to ask a man to be what you need when he really wants you. He'll work hard and do anything to get and keep you when he doesn't keep move when he does keep moving. Nikki girl, I am 100% with you.
yeah,
All the way.
I am 100% with you. It might take time. You just got to learn how to be patient. You got to care. You have to. Another thing is that you have to carry yourself in the manner that you want to be treated. And I feel like if you carry yourself in the manner you want to be treated, then you will attract eventually the man who's going to treat you the way you want to be treated.
and just as important as that, you will detract the men
That you don't want.
who can't rise to that level.
That's what I tell myself. I tell myself that men do not approach me. Um,
Because you don't have no time to waste. Because they don't approach me either. They do not approach me. They do not approach me. I done seen one several times smiling that they don't approach. They used to. They don't approach now. And I asked a couple of people why, and they was just like, "You look like you already have someone, and you already happy."
You got yourself. That's the someone.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of men don't approach because some men don't approach whether they're honest or not because they look at you and they feel like you got it together, and so they feel like you're not going to take any shit. They feel like
Right.
you're not going to be able to get over, manipulate, gaslight, and do all the things that they want to do, and so they don't even bother trying to approach you.
Mm-hmm.
You look like your frontal lobe is developed. That's what's happening.
What'd you say, KB?
You look like your frontal lobe is developed. If you're over 28, chances are you got a little bit too much doggone sense to go for the stuff they're saying.
And I used to question what was wrong with me, but then I realized that they
Nothing.
don't approach you. They don't approach you, Chloe, because they know that you have certain expectations, and they know that they either can't meet them or won't meet them, and
Hmm.
so that's why they don't. That's why they don't. That's what I've had to tell myself. It's not because I'm overweight. It's not because um, I'm old. It's because,
Granny.
huh?
Granny.
Yeah, it's not because I am the.
Actually, what's funny about that is you're the only one who's not a grandmother.
Exactly.
But then someone also came on there. They said you need to understand, Granny doesn't have necessarily to do with you being having children or not. It's about um, you too old for this, and this, and this.
Okay.
But anyway,
Too.
they do not because they are broke. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. And like I said, I have a certain level of expectations, and I am now at a point in my life where I'm not going to compromise um, on what my expectations are because the expectations are very realistic. My expectations are I don't think you should have a G wagon. I don't think that everybody got to have six figures. I need you to have your own because you ain't moving in with me unless your parents are sick. You need to have your own damn place. I don't expect you to take me to no $300. Me and my sister D was just talking about this on our way back. The guy that she's dating now, they're going to, when she goes back to Florida, they're going, um, not picking peaches, not picking strawberries. Are they picking blueberries? I think they're going picking blueberries. And I'm like, that's the kind of shit that I want. That is a date because we can talk, we can laugh, and it's not super expensive. That's the kind of stuff that I want. But men nowadays, they don't want to properly date a woman because they're trying to holler at multiple, or
Mhm.
they're trying to
That's why
so
they have a problem with spending money on a date and want to try to try to get you to go Dutch because you got your things in so many fires. You're trying to date so many women. Of course, it's getting expensive for you. It's becoming mortgage if you're trying to date 4 or 5
because
women.
you're not trying to focus. You're
Yeah,
not trying to meet someone and have a
Intentionally.
conversation with her, get to know her, and take her out on a date. And all these men who keep saying women just want to use them for their money and
but
women,
then they expect
they
a
but
man to do that with their daughter. They expect
they haven't had, all these men have not had that type of experience. They're just caught up in the red pill situation. They're trying to do the least and get the most. Okay, so you don't want to take me out and spend money on me, but you still gonna try and fuck.
and you want a man to do that with your daughter. You want him to take her out
You
and
know, a lot of these men don't even care. They don't even care about their daughter because I ask them all the time. I say, um, with your daughter dating, do you give her money to go Dutch? Do you give
and
her
what do
money?
they say?
Do you give her money to that's different? Do you give her money to treat um to treat the man or whatever? Either they him or they her, or they say that that's different because she's young or she's in high school, and that's totally different than dating a grown woman because you have your own, you make your own money, so that's different. But hell no, they ain't gonna get their daughter no money to take
Go.
another
Right.
boy out.
I gotta pause for a second. Okay, Nikki Neal. I see what you said, being raised by dad. Excuse me. He said you don't have to ask a man to be what you want or need. When he really wants you, he'll work hard and will do anything to get and keep you. You sure enough right. When he
Mm.
doesn't, you keep it moving.
Exactly.
That's exactly true.
That is
Hmm.
exactly. Men are trying to date as cheap. Yeah, they are trying to date as cheap as
Goes right there
possible.
with if he wanted to, he would.
And they're trying to date as cheap as possible because it goes back to, again, women. Just like with me, we supposed to be ending this vlog. With me, I'm not with the coffee bullshit. And there's so many women. I don't have a problem with coffee because I might not be interested in this and the third. Here's my thing. Are you having a conversation on the phone? Are you talking on the phone to know if you can have an
If
intellectual
you're
conversation
interested.
with him?
Hmm.
Are you getting to know him? That's what we used to do. So no, I don't want to meet for no goddamn coffee. I don't want to meet for no ice cream. Um, I don't want. Yeah, we can go walk in the belt line and then we're going to lunch, but you gonna spend some money. That's the bottom line. You're not finna.
Because
You're not finna. You're not.
where a man
I'm
spends
not.
his money, so too is his heart.
I'm
That's
not.
just
I'm not.
how that
I'm not
works.
about. I'm not trying to get in your pockets, but you're not going to shortchange me. I'm not
Where
trying to
a
get in your
man
pockets and
spends his
spend your
money, so
money.
too is his heart.
I'm not trying to spend all your money. I don't need a $300 day and all this other stuff. However, you are going to invest in me. I'm not like every other chick, and I'm not going to be afraid to say that. And if that is a deterrent, then it's just a damn deterrent. But no,
Mm.
I'm not going for no goddamn coffee. I'm not going for no damn fucking ice cream. I am not 15 years old. No, you're not going to shortchange me. All right, ladies. Hold on. We're going to get ready to shut this shanty down in a minute. They have trauma issues from childhood or identity crisis. You don't really know who you are, how you can really approach a real woman. Mental health is real. Do men even know how to approach a woman anymore? other
No.
than inbox, other than sending a damn inbox
Or
or
liking a picture or
liking a
several
picture.
pictures.
do, do men even really approach women anymore? And then they'll give the excuse, well, y'all said that y'all don't like for us to approach. Who is y'all?
Hashtag me too. I'm so sick of hearing about that topic.
Hi, love. Who said that they just stopped by to send some love? Hey, hold on. Men are sassy these days. A lot of them want to be a woman in the relationship. Men don't want to put in effort. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Men want you to pursue them nowadays. They don't want to take the time to get to know you. They don't want to, they want to just sit like with me being on Hinge. Since I've been on Hinge, you know how you men will smile at you, you smile back, then they say that you've matched. Or men or like my picture, comment on my picture, and depending on who it is, I'll respond. And they say we match. I can have 4 matches in my mailbox. And we've matched because you said that because you sent me a smile or whatever, but they won't start the conversation. I had one guy who he sent me, hello, how are you doing? I said, I'm fine. How are you? He said, I'm doing great. And that was it. One day went by, 2 day went by, third day I unmatched because these men are so used to women being so excited that
Mm-hmm.
they carry the conversation. The women are like, so where are you from? How many kids do you have? Well, where do you work? Well, this and this and this and this and this. And so men don't feel like they have to. I already matched with you, so what you gonna do? That's how they feel. I'm not doing
Yeah.
this shit.
Or they'll, excuse me. Or they'll, what you doing to me to death? Hey, hey, what you doing?
Oh, you get the whole
Good
what you
morning,
doing?
beautiful.
Somebody sent me a WYD.
Don't send me no
What's,
WYD and don't send me no GM.
and don't send me no
Grandmother,
don't send me no HMU. Sis, you said I rock with who, how you, however, on coffee. I sent it on a coffee date 25 years ago. Talk all night. We will be married 25 years in October. What was going on 25 years ago is
Different.
not is totally different about what's going on now. 25 years ago, if he invited you on a coffee date, it was because he was genuinely interested in getting to know you. The men now invite women on coffee dates because they want to do the least to get the most. He's inviting you on a coffee date. The next day, he invited another girl on the coffee date. The next day, he did invite another girl on a coffee date. And he is really not trying to get to know any of us. He's just trying to fuck. Big difference between 25 years old, 25 years ago, and what's going on in 2026 is no bullshit.
Hard pause.
This there was a question that was a question, man. Please come in the chat. Don't be scared. Girl, they ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna say nothing.
They are not.
It's probably a whole bunch of men that's watching this right now.
Here's how it works. The real men who are not on this same old BS, they ain't got nothing to say. If anybody says anything, it's most likely going to be a sassy man. But 9 times out of 10, they're cowardice.
Oh, the sassy men they be the first ones to say something.
But they're cowardice too.
And they're gonna turn around and they're gonna project and they're gonna switch it and turn it and put it back on you.
I was about to say what they might do is log off of here and say women in their 50s plus and make a whole podcast about it, but they ain't gonna say nothing right here.
they ain't gonna say shit in here. Y'all sure right.
Lex, exactly. Bingo. Exactly what you said. I wonder if it goes back to things Kevin Sandy said. Men feel like older women aren't worth the investment or feel like older women will sell anything because their opinions are now few. Because their opinions are now few. I agree. Their opinions, there are a lot of women just go along to get along. a lot of women co-sign with a lot of men say they don't want to speak their truth. They don't want to say how they really feel. Like me, I like flowers. I want flowers. But a lot of women say, I don't want no flowers because they died. So does that $30 shot of cognac that he took and that $65 steak that he ate. That shit gonna be in the damn waste management within 24 hours. So he gonna get rid of that quicker than my flower's gonna die. But yeah, I agree. Are the dating apps even effective for women over 40? It seems like Gen Z and Gen Alpha have more success. Um, Q, I have heard that the dating apps work whenever you actually pay for the dating apps because people who are serious about finding a mate are willing to pay the free
Tens of thousands, actually.
the people that are on the free apps, because there are even celebrities that have gone on the apps and met somebody. The free apps is just full of trash. I don't have a paid app. um but of course, I just decided to get back into trying to date, and so we shall see.
I'll be the first to admit I'm dating too. Through you, Chloe. Whatever you do, I'm dating through you. I'm just checking and seeing the vibes. Because a heifer like me is a little homicidal. And the stuff that these men is out here doing, it'll activate my homicidalness.
Okay,
What about you,
I'm
Kayla?
I'm, I'm gonna answer Lex question, but first I'm gonna let Kaylani answer her question.
Where you at on the dating spectrum?
Huh?
I'm asking Kaylani, where are you on the dating spectrum?
I'm open to dating.
There you go.
I'm open to dating.
I
What?
don't know what I missed. What do you think the first date or meetup should look like, Kaylani? That's what Lex is
My
asking.
first, I've always said my first date is something I want to know who I'm dealing with. Um, I didn't seen too much, done too much, seen. I didn't seen too much. I know I didn't seen too much, so I need to know what I'm dealing with. So I want to put the person in a situation where I could see how he reacts to certain things. So my first date would be an escape room. I want to see how your mind, how you, if you a thinker, if you can get us out of this situation, or do you freak out? Do you yell because you frustrated because I'm trying to help you? I want to see who you are from the beginning. What am I waiting on? So I say an escape room.
KB?
Most of my dates have been the same thing. We're usually going to a restaurant or, we're going to a movie here and there. So my first dates have pretty much been the same. I've never gone to an escape room for a first date. I've gone to jazz music concerts, different things like that, but never an escape room. That's new. Come on with it, Kaylani, with the new experience.
I got to eat too. But after eating, I want that. I want to, because I want to see, like I said, y'all heard, I done been through so much. I got a whole tattoo for someone who's supposedly been Mr. Perfect. And you look at him, you would have thought he was Mr. Perfect. Never would have thought he would have took my cousin's life. Never would have thought. Never would have thought he did everything that would make people say, "Oh," but then he loved her to death. He killed
Mm,
her and took her life and his with
mm,
their child in the other room.
mm.
So with that, I believe really nothing that comes out their mouth. I want to see action. So that's why I said I want to put you in
Consistency.
a situation to see how you deal with how you deal with pressure. Just something, even something simple. You would think, oh, it's an escape ring. No, he's gonna show you who he is. If he get frustrated, he's gonna show you who he is. So that at that point you can believe it or not, or think it's sexy. Me, no, I want to see. I want to see if you're gonna yell or you gonna fuss. Or, oh, okay, yeah. This last time, you'll never hear from me again
That's
because
it.
I've
I
had
feel
that
the
happen.
same way. I feel that way about traveling, though. I think a lot of times when you travel with someone, you really get a sense of who they are.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Absolutely.
Chloe, you don't get to not answer just because you're the little funky host or whatever. You
Oh,
don't get to not answer.
Um, I like to shoot pool.
Are you
So
good at it?
I'm very good at it. That's when Kaylani, the competitive side, will come out.
That's because
Um,
you're short. You already down there with
My
the
pool
people.
game up.
Girl, yes, yes. I like to shoot pool. Pool would be a good one. Um, I would love to walk the belt line and then we grab lunch and then walk back. Um, it
So
doesn't
you
like
gonna be musty on your first date? Okay, no,
oh, baby. We ain't gotta walk too far.
musty.
We ain't gotta walk too far. And if he can deal with it, then hey, then he understands that it's natural. I love natural. Um, I'm not a dinner get dressed up type of woman for the first day because I really want to get to know you. I want to be able to laugh. I want to just really be able to vibe. So that would be something like, like I said, shooting pool. I love to play putt putt. We don't have a lot of places here in Atlanta like we used to go play putt putt. I'd love to go to Top Golf.
You know,
Um,
I actually understood felt you when you said that. I don't want to get all dressed up on the first date because I don't want to feel like I waste the outfit. It's so many times I done went on a date and be like, God damn, I done got all funky fresh fly for a motherfucker to get on.
Why y'all don't be going to happy hours? I like a good. Neither one of us have been here before. We're going on a dinner date, but it's a happy hour, so we're sampling a whole bunch of stuff. I want to see you taste what I got. I want to taste what you got. Are you open to that? Did you wash your hands, Negro? Do you share with a fork? Do you like? I want to see all
Mm-hmm.
of. Are you open to experiences? Like, I'm not the biggest sushi eater, but I might try a little some. I might, I want to know how adventuresome are you? Oh, they got this drink. I've never tried that before. Let me try that. Like, it's all kinds of stuff that you can learn from a good old fashioned happy hour. That's just how I
I
feel.
mean, I can do happy hour, but most of the happy hours here in Atlanta is a lot of music. It's loud. Um,
I want to know, can you dance?
and
What
then
is
at the
the
same
music
time,
genre?
I like interactive stuff. I mean,
Mhm.
I like to for us to be doing stuff. Happy hour is cool, but for the first date, I like. I mean, if he suggests happy hour, then that's cool. But
Happy
it's
hour
kind
a
of
date. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's my
go,
menopause.
go ahead. Kay. I mean, go ahead, Kaylani. Go
I'm
ahead,
with
Kay.
you. I'm with you on that, Chloe. That the first date, I want it to be interactive. I need to kind of feel. I need to see what you're not saying, and putting you in an interactive environment would help allow me to see that. I'm open to happy hour, but not the first date. Not the first date.
I'll
And
ignore the mess out of you on the interactive
I don't
date.
even want to be drinking like that on the first date. I don't even want to be drinking like that.
Oh yeah, no. I guess most of the happy hours here in the Midwest are about food samples. It's all about different varieties of foods. I mean, they do have drinks, but you might have an Eastern sample, you might have a Mid-Eastern, a Mediterranean, and different foods like that. Because otherwise, unless it's a buffet or something, I won't try it. I end up eating the same old types of food, mostly Southern, mostly whatever. But you go to a happy hour and it's a variety. So I want to know, are you open to, oh, by the way, are you interested in travel? How do you feel about traveling? When we do travel, who paying for what? How does that, so we start leading
You
you in.
asking that on the first date, KB?
I'm not asking who's paying for what, but I'm listening to the ideas. I'm talking about traveling. And I want to see, is that something to which you're open and all the things? Absolutely. I want to know, what do you feel? Because I know I want to travel more. I haven't done enough. So if I'm sitting across the table from a Negro who's like, yeah, I might try this type of food, but nah, I don't plan on going to Bali. I don't never plan on going to Thailand. I don't, oh, well, you're not my
Well,
vibe.
I met somebody
So
that just want to go to Miami. You
I
don't
don't
want to.
understand that. That
I
I
don't
can't
either.
relate. So yeah,
I,
I'm gonna be done with you.
yeah.
That to me is why happy hour. But if I'm throwing axes, yeah, I'm having fun. We're axe throwing, or we're rock climbing, or we're doing the interactive thing. But I'm in my zone because now I'm competitive. And who is you? What is you talking about? Like I can
Well,
ignore a
I
man.
didn't eat before I didn't went. Like I said, I want to eat too. I don't just want to go there or whatever. So I can have a little
So feed a
conversation
heifer.
before
Feed
that.
a
But
heifer.
I need to know who I'm dealing with because
Yeah,
I've seen smoke and mirrors way too many times. A pair of
yeah.
lips can say anything. Even if you meet somebody online, you got to be careful with that with AI. You don't even know if you're talking to that person or not. So
Girl,
it's
did you
like
see when somebody went to Drake's house thinking they really had been talking to Drake? I think it was Drake. It was one of them that I wouldn't talk to.
No.
She thought she was talking to the real one. She shows up at his doorstep. He's like, "Who is you? What is you doing? Why is you here?" And turns out, yeah, somebody had been catfishing her all along. But it seemed like something should have given you a clue.
that happened
If
to
you the real Drake, drop me 10
that happened
grand. I
to
want to
my
see
friend's
it.
daughter. My friend's daughter was almost severely hurt because someone was using her pictures online, acting like they were her, and he seen her. My
The
friend,
real her.
Wow.
yes, and and tried to hurt her. It was hard trying to convince that boy that wasn't her.
That's
It was a
craziness.
whole big It was a
That's
Wow.
the thing
whole
about putting your life online sometimes.
All right, ladies. It's 11:15. We were supposed to end this 40 minutes ago.
Well, well.
The next live that we will be doing in September is on UKB. Have you decided what date?
I have not because I've got some back to school events and all of that stuff. Our calendar has been changing, and I apologize for that. We had back to school at one date, then they changed it to another. So I'll know, and I'll let y'all know when I know.
Okay, so question. Do you want to move it to a Saturday?
Wouldn't
You want
hurt
to
my
change the
feelings.
day? Yeah, because we're
Yeah,
open.
yeah, that wouldn't hurt my feelings. That would be better, probably for me.
Okay.
Okay, we can
You
we can
just
move
let
it
us
to
know.
we can move it to a Saturday. Um, all right.
I
I'm
think that's
looking
going
at
to be funny
Saturday
with
the
the
19th.
football season coming up. It's going to be hard for me to focus. What if we was playing today?
It would have been a
But oh,
problem.
baby, and see, Saturdays is all about UGA for me, but usually it's in the
The
daytime. So
daytime, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I think we should just play it by ear, like I said. Just pick a day
So
that
we
works
can't we
for us.
can't do it on Monday, can't do it on Thursday, can't do it on
Okay.
Saturday, can't do it on Sunday. Only thing we got is Tuesday,
Hump day,
Wednesday, Friday.
hump day,
Huh?
hump day, Wednesday.
That's a
We
possibility.
can move it to Wednesday because
We'll
baby,
we'll post it when we know for
when
sure.
football season start, I'm football season's hoe. I can't miss a game.
Okay, I think this came from you asking me, do I say that on the first day? Somebody asked, when should or do you make your expectations known? Do you make your relationship goals known prior to the first meetup or the first date? Marriage, living arrangements, things like that. When do y'all have the serious talk?
I, it,
Mm.
I don't feel like you should put a time limit on it. It just depends on the flow of the conversation. I'm not gonna dodge a conversation. It's just a conversation. So I don't feel like you should put a limit on it. It just depends on the flow of the conversation. If that's where y'all going and conversation's been deep, because I've talked to people where I didn't talk to them for hours, 6 and 7 hours. So quite naturally, you're going to talk about different things. So I actually don't think it's a time limit of when you should ask or whatever. I feel like you should want to know these things up front anyway before you even get invested or even like the person.
There
No,
you go.
find out these things. Find out, find them out.
I'm pretty
Me,
trifling. I don't want to meet no David Banner acting fella. Like David Banner said, "Oh, I'm coming up on 50. This is the time when I want to start dating. I want to start having babies. I want to
you want to
having
get
babies."
married?
with who? Yeah, he want to get married at
Oh
50
yeah,
plus.
that is very clear that he wants to marry somebody that's 35 years old.
It's like you
I,
crazy.
not I must be a 35-year-old man at this point because what I've seen from David Banner, I just wasn't ready the other day. I'm getting ready to send it
I
to the
saw
group.
that too. I said, "Wait, who? David
What did
who?"
y'all see the other day of David Banner? Because I missed
I'm
it.
getting ready to send it
We
to the
saw
group.
Davidina,
Please stand by. Him skipping
Okay.
Davina.
across the goddamn stage.
Now, I'll say this for me. I don't have time for wait to waste, and I'm not going to waste time. So, as we are, first of all, too many women don't require a phone conversation. I require a phone
Mm,
conversation.
absolutely.
When I meet you, you might send that first text, whatever. But after that, you're gonna have to pick up the phone because you can't really get to know someone unless you hear their voice, their highs and lows. I need to know if the only time you're gonna call me is between 9 and 5. Then that makes me question what you got going on after 5 o'clock.
My wife.
I don't want to. I don't even want to waste my time going out on the first date with someone who um I feel like at this age in the game, if you're dating with a purpose or not. I understand it's nowadays everybody's quick to say, well, I just want a friend, start off as a friend, see how it goes. Of course you're gonna start off as friends, see how it goes. But what's your end game? I need to know before I even invest any of my time, what is your end game? So those are conversations that I want to have as we're talking on the phone because nowadays, most of the time, when you meet somebody, you're not going to go out on a date with them within 2 days, 3 days. You may, but most of the time,
If y'all schedule in line.
especially with men, it's taking longer to decide on the date. During that time, what's the question? Um, I need to know your living arrangements, finances. That's further on down the line. Um,
Therapy Thursdays. I like that.
Marriage. um yeah, I want to know, have you been married before? I need to know that you are divorced, not just separated but divorced. um are you open to marriage? Is marriage something that you're open to? Those are conversations that you have whenever you are sizing somebody up to even decide if you want to go out with them, because we're in our 50s, we're not in our 20s or 30s. So at this age in the game, you should know
Big old age.
what
We
it is.
playing chess.
You should,
We
yeah,
playing
you
chess.
should know
We
what you're
playing
looking
chess.
for, because I say all the time, I got more years behind me than I do in front of me. Because
Amen.
even if I meet somebody and I start dating him, um you got 2 years. 2 years from the time that we say that we're in a monogamous relationship to the time that we say I do. You got two
Do you tell him
years.
that?
Yes.
See, I'm the
And
opposite. I'm quiet. I'm gonna let you move how you move.
no,
And
I'm
then
not gonna let
all
you.
of a
I'm not
sudden,
gonna
when I
let you
say,
move how
hey,
you
baby,
move.
it's over. We're done. It's because you missed my timeline. I'm not gonna tell you anything. I
I'm
need you to move as you see fit.
at some point you're gonna know. You're at some point, yes, you're gonna know, because I don't want you to waste my time, and I don't want to waste your time. I'm not gonna say, okay, in 2 years, if it hasn't happened, then we're gonna go part ways. Because if you tell me when we meet, I'm not looking for marriage, I'm not gonna give you those 2 years. I don't have those 2 years to waste. So that's a conversation that we're up front. We're gonna have a conversation about what it is that you're looking for, what's your end goal, what it is I'm looking for, and what my end goal is. I'm not going to give you any of my time if our goals are not the same.
I'm that person. I am going to wonder, and we're going to have a discussion, and I'm going to know whether or not you plan on getting married. I'm going to know those things, but I'm not going to tell you in 18 months if you have not put a ring on it, in 24 months if we have not walked out. I'm not telling you that. I am going to wait to see a little bit. Once you've told me that this is how you move, because any man can tell you anything. Once he has told me that, oh, okay, we'll move forward. We'll see, because it seems like we're aligning. But I have seen so many women get strung along for years and months. Oh, baby, they say, man, the way this climate is going, the way these economics is going. And I've seen them say that. So I'm not the biggest on giving you my flat out hard line, because that's too much like an ultimatum. But what I will do is get up and move. I'm going to move myself accordingly. And I know in my mind what I want. Some people have said that's very unfair. But I feel like if we have both said, yeah, we're dating with intention, okay, then you should be an intentional person. If I'm telling you that in 24 months, if I have not walked down the aisle, then I feel like I've become more so the aggressor. I have more so become the leader. I need you to still be leading that path, and I need to see what you lead it. Ward. So some have said that's unfair, but I think we're almost saying the same thing. We're just not professing it out loud. Because I'm very big on I'm not going to tell you my thoughts. I am going to let you show
But
me.
this is somebody that you're in a relationship with. This is somebody that you're sleeping with. Why wouldn't you tell them your thoughts? Why wouldn't you express
Because you already know I intend to get married. It's just a matter of what is your deadline versus mine.
Well, I'm
I
one of
would.
those people.
I don't. I don't think I got 2 years.
I'm big on communication. So I'm going to let you know. I'm not going to be like, if you don't marry me in 2 years and this and this and this, but I am going to tell you that I don't have
We're
time.
saying the same thing.
I'm not going to have time to waste. So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let you know. I'm not giving you 3 years.
We're
And
saying the same thing.
Yeah,
You're
that's.
saying
I
I'm not
agree.
going to give you 3 years. I'm saying I'm intentional, and buddy, it better be within 3 years. Like it's
I,
pretty much the same thing, but I'm just saying it in a way that allows you to lead. I'm going to follow your lead.
I'm allowing you. I'm still allowing you to lead. I'm allowing you to lead, but I'm also letting you know what my expectations are.
so what
And
Because
I'm
if
a
exactly
huge
are we
bro. What
doing
you gonna do?
for the? What exactly are we doing these 2 years? Like what? Because after about 6 months, you need. What are the plans that you have for us? After about 6 months, what are you? What are the plans?
that's another thing, Kay, that I am very much into at this stage in the game.
Mm-hmm.
After 3 months, we need to sit down and have a conversation. After
Ooh,
from the
3 months
time,
was long.
from the time that no, that's not what I'm saying, KB. From the
You
time
I,
we
I pick up what you're putting down.
Chloe,
from the
Chloe.
time let me finish.
No, you're not in focus. I need you to be. We can't
We
see
can't
you.
see you.
You can cook. I'm gonna let you cook. Get your
I don't
utensils.
know
Turn
why.
on the
I don't know
stove.
why. I don't know why
Okay.
it's not.
She said, "No, I'm gonna finish." I'm like, "Yeah." I
Oh
like
Okay.
yeah, we just want to
There we
see
go.
you.
you.
Like you're
We
back,
There
want to
we go.
see you finish. Okay, there you
Um,
go.
but you're still.
I'm at a point in I
But
don't
you're
know.
still.
I'm not sure what's going on. Hold on.
Mhm. Still.
Hold on.
While she says that, I think for the most part we're in agreement. But I'm that person. I have led enough that I'm willing to sit back and I'm gonna let you cook your doggone self. Choke yourself, drown yourself,
I,
or
I
remove
I
yourself.
I definitely move in silence. I definitely
That's me.
I won't I'm just gonna see if what you're saying adds up. I'm gonna see what you're saying adds up, and I'm gonna see that within the months. I need to see what
Is
plans.
it
I need you to
aligning with
I
what you
need you to
do?
matrimony. What are you making
That's
plans
it.
for us, baby? I
Do
need
your
to know if you're
words
making
match your
plans. You're
actions?
gonna have to be doing something for me to just be sitting here because I could be doing something else.
Because I'm gonna tell you where that comes from for me. I've met women who, if you ain't got a ring on it within 6 months, or you ain't got a ring on it with, oh, yeah, but we call that a shut up ring. And so you got yourself a shut up ring, and you got yourself a shut up husband, and you miserable all in between. So no, I'm not gonna say a word. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna let you show me, and your words and your
There you
actions
go.
better align. And if they don't, I'm gonna excuse myself. Okay, now you're in motion. There you go, Chloe. Say what you're saying.
So for me, I believe in doing checkups. At the point that we decide we're in a monogamous relationship, whether it's 3 months or 6 months, we need to sit down and have a conversation. Where are we? You know, what are your thoughts? This, that, and third. Because too often, I feel like people don't have the hard conversations. Because if I'm not fulfilling your needs, you're not fulfilling my needs, or I'm a very open and honest person. I'm one of those, talk to me, tell me. I am very big on communication. Um, and so I feel like every 3 months or 6 months, we need to, sit down and have a chat and decide, just have a conversation about, where we are in this relationship.
I 1,000,000% agree with that. I've actually said that in videos. It is mandatory for me for us to have check-ins, especially at the beginning, every 3 months. At the beginning, every 3 months, and then as time progresses, we can. I don't never want it to be a time when we don't check in to make sure that you're getting what you need out the relationship and I'm getting what I need. I'm not finna say, so many times people get in relationships and say he's supposed to know. Girl, if he was a mind reader, y'all be rich. He ain't supposed to know nothing. He can't know nothing you don't tell him. He can't figure it out. He should figure it out. He should know how I feel. How? How? If you don't tell him. Stop being scared. Oh girl, oh we gotta
Where's
I
this
need,
your
I,
picture?
I need to know if we're progressing. I need to know if we
Yeah.
are progressing. Again, I'm not 20, I'm not 30. I don't have a lot of time to waste. I don't want to waste your time and I don't want you to waste mine. Men will waste your time. I don't have it to give. I don't have it to give. So communication is something that's really, really big with me. And it's the same thing. Like I said, are you dating with a purpose? What is your purpose? What's your end goal? And are we
Actually, communication
have you
is
moved the
important.
benchmark or are we still on the same path going?
right.
I need to know. And it's for your benefit as well, because I'm going to tell you if I'm not happy, if I'm not being fulfilled, if the sex is whack and I done told you a couple of times what I need and you ain't giving it to me, I'm going to tell you. All right. Yes, Lex, you came in and you stirred the pot because we were supposed to be ending this thing now.
55 minutes ago,
Look, less than
so
an hour ago, we've been on this thing for 3 hours, and we
that
still got
is the norm.
and we still got
That is the norm.
145 people watch. 145 people, huh?
It was over 200 at one point.
Was it?
Yes.
And I don't even know who's on Instagram, and I don't know who's on Facebook. Um, all right, y'all. So we're not sure who is talking about contact me. Why know what you like? Just some people that are on
Instagram.
Instagram. I'm tuned in on YouTube. Great conversation, ladies. Okay. All right. So we're unsure when Kate was. We'll talk off the channel, or whether we're going to move the actual goalposts as far as when we're going to go live. Whether we're going to move it to the weekend or whether we're going to move it to Hump Day. But thank you, everyone who has joined us. The seasoned sisters truly appreciate you.
And
We
do.
appreciate those who participated. I'm going to head over to
You know what?
Facebook.
I
Huh?
wasn't looking at the comments. I don't know how many of the friends here were classmates, how many are friends, how many are beautiful people. Like, I'm just all confused. I should have asked
Some
that
names I
earlier.
recognize from all of our channels. Some
Yeah.
names.
Yeah,
Some names are from
you
all of
should have
our
chocolate for sure. I saw
Dale
her.
Young. Dale, hey Dale. Dale,
Definitely.
Lex. I definitely remember Q Control 95. I definitely
I
Patricia
see good.
Davis, TT Enterprise, Walters 6329, Fort I think her name was Forte. I've seen quite a few people that we actually talk to and see on a regular basis.
All right, well, good.
Wait a minute, hold on for a minute. Go back. We women of a particular age are honestly on to divorce my husband, but I'm afraid I'm set in my ways and I see beautiful women my age and younger going through hell, which is better.
What was the question?
Girl. Yes, if you can work it out with your husband, if he's not just a terrible person, stay with him because it ain't shit out here in these streets, girl. Ain't shit in these streets, girl. Ain't shit in these streets.
I need more information. I know you can't put it out there.
That's
But
what I was about to say.
I need more information. Blink if you know, like I need to know. What?
Did you
Because
say
you
bleep?
say afraid.
You say bleep?
Divorce.
She's not afraid like that. I think it's so, and we supposed to be getting off this slide. I think it is a lot of women that are staying in marriages that they are unhappy with because they see what we as single women are going through.
I agree. I agree.
Where did KB go?
I
Is
don't
she
know.
gone?
I think she just stepped away and tried to be slick
Girl,
about
we're about to end this live, honey, because it's look, it's going on. It's 11:34, and in 12 hours, I'm supposed to be at the High Museum of Art, viewing the illustrious Miss Michelle Obama's exhibit, and so
Can't wait to see it on a big screen. Ew.
mm, mm, I got to go pick out my outfit like the first day of school.
I know. Gotta let them school clothes out,
Look,
girl.
I got to make sure I'm covered up. Got to make sure that I'm looking like a 55-year-old woman and not looking like a 25-year-old woman. So I guess I'm not gonna wear a muumuu, but I guess I'll wear some wide leg slacks and a shirt with a collar on it and some kitten heels. So everybody will be happy.
But will you be? Because
Baby,
that's what
I don't even own a pair of kitten heels. I don't even think I have a blouse with a collar on it. I do have some slacks with wide legs, but baby, you know that ain't gonna happen. I don't even own it. Ain't gonna own it. Ain't gonna do it. You all right, KB?
I am.
All right, ladies, we are going to end this live for real. We will let you guys know when the next live is. Thank you for everybody who joined us today. You are greatly appreciated. You know my email, you know my inbox, you know my socials. All of them are being Chloe Barksdale. The Gmail is being Chloe Barksdale. The TikTok is being Chloe Barksdale. The Instagram is being Chloe Barksdale. The YouTube is being Chloe Barksdale, so I guess you get it's being Chloe Barksdale. All right, so we are out of here. Y'all gonna say bye? I'm gonna make sure that I exit out of the whole thing.
I ain't gonna stand up and take my clothes off on your live.
I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure I completely
I ain't gonna
exit.
do it for the fun.
I'm gonna make sure I completely exit before I take my clothes off. I'll make sure that everything is everything. All right, y'all. Love you. Bye.
Bye bye.